Let's see. I need to share the link. Where's my link at? Where's my link at? Where's my link at? Dee Dee, can you share the link, baby? I can't seem to do that. I don't know where it's at. Oh, I think maybe after more people come in, maybe I'll be able to share it. I'm trying. Last time it was no problem to get it. Where is my link? Okay. Hi, you guys. Hi, everybody. Sorry about that. That's okay. We give Dee Dee one. Post. I had it. Where is my StreamYard? Thing. Oh, wait. Plugged in. Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Oh, let me move this over just a hair so it looks a little bit better. Okay, how's everybody doing today? Melly, hi, honey. Oh boy, it's Lena. Lena, hi, sweetheart. You've been a gem, Lena, by the way. Lena, you've been wonderful. All of you have. Ghost, hi, honey. So glad to see you in here. So glad to see you guys in here. I'm not gonna wait too long. My apologies on being just a few minutes. I was right on time today, but I had got a very emergency phone call just a few minutes ago. So I am basically on the waiting game right now. I have a family member in the hospital, and we can't seem to locate where or who knows where and what's going on right now. So, and it's in Las Vegas, so I can't just run down to the hospital. So I'm sorry about that, and I apologize to all of you. And keep my sister in good thoughts. Her name's Karen. Please keep her in your thoughts and prayers today. Appreciate that. Shout out, Karen. I love you so much. So basically, I think that one of the first things that I want to bring up today, and you guys can mull it over and think about it. So when we do a little panel tonight, you can actually maybe think about what or how you like to answer. Patriot Pride, hi, honey. Blue Cat, hi. Kakekor, hi, honey. 101 SB, hi, sweetheart. Oh, Photo Chronicle, hi, honey. Glad to see your names. Glad, so glad. Oh, you guys are great. First couple things. Thank you, Adam. Thank you for the shout out last night. So kind. I don't know if anybody can see I guess you can't see the TV and the screen, but I actually have Patriot Pride replaying from last night. Because I wanted to watch it again and make sure I didn't miss too much of anything. I think I got it all, though. I think I really understand some things about it way better than I did probably the first couple times. So I'm super grateful for that, and I'm grateful for Adam having him on again, so we can get a little bit of maybe better understanding, because no one's perfect. We don't all know everything. Ciphers can be very difficult, obviously. I think all of you have kind of been checking that out. But they can be a tough bugger if you don't understand them and you don't know where you're looking and what you're looking at. So that was really beneficial to us last night again. And I just really thank Patriot Pride, my friends over there in Georgia. But shout out to them again. Adam. JLR's threats today. We'll kind of put maybe a spin on those a little bit. I guess after he got off of, from what he said, after he got off from helping 857 Tucson with making his attorney fees and getting him in a position, after they got off from each other, then these threats started. And they're not, hi, how you doing? I'm going to come and meet you outside one day. And they're not those kind of threats. They're immediate, and they're talking about immediate things, and they're talking about disgusting things. And my everything I have is behind JLR and Alex and all these disgusting people out there that can't seem to do anything good or say anything good, that everything has got to be anger, hate, or unaliving. And that's just so disrespectful and so unnecessary. It's ridiculous for somebody that just wants to talk on a platform it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that today. Also, I guess the FOIA came in. Now, I could be wrong about this, but I think I heard, or I've got the latest on, the FOIA came in for Alex from Savannah calling. So that's pretty interesting. Oh, Melly, Justine. Hi, Justine. Carol, hi, honey. Hi, everybody. And Patriot Pride again. Thank you. Yes, thank you for last night. And like I said, I can just turn it just a little. But do you see, Adam, what I'm looking at? I'm replaying it again on the TV. I hope you can see that. But yeah, it's just, I'm very interested in the ciphers. I'm very interested in him re-explaining it. And so I could understand it, because I didn't get it that first time. I didn't get it that second time. I tried. Laura, hi, honey. I tried, but I couldn't. Criminal couple, Trav, hi, honey. I just couldn't keep up with things that I didn't actually understand what each letter meant, why it meant what it meant. So having it explained again a third time, some people need 3, 4, 5 times. My name is Nick. Have you met me? You know, I mean, sometimes you have to have some things explained to you a few times. And I'm great with numbers. I was great at all that kind of stuff. Math, I love. But ciphers are different. Ciphers are something totally, totally different. Oh, Trev, hi. Thank you for saying that. That makes me feel so good. Thank you. You guys are just so sweet. And I just, like I said, I'm just grateful for y'all to be, and I got a couple of really good stories, but I just wanted to put these few things out into your minds. Hi, Sheila. I just want to put a few things into your mind tonight that, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the threats to streamers. Let's talk about, if we can talk about the FOIA with Alex. I don't want to do too much to get anybody, you know, where it comes back on them. And talking about those guys raising money, you know, for a cause that's very well needed, you know, attorney fees. So we can get into that later, but I just wanted to throw those few things out and make you guys kind of think about it for a minute. Let me see if I haven't said hi to somebody. Blue Cats, I think I said hi to you, sweetheart. Glad to see you, Blue Cat. Glad to see everybody. And thank you guys so much for being here. Okay, I'm going to get into this first story. I haven't seen Dee Dee tonight, but it's her little girl's birthday, so she was definitely working on birthday and party stuff. So I wish her all the luck. And yes, I do have clothes on. I kept looking, going, "Oh gosh, I bet they don't think I have anything on." Oh my gosh, yeah, oh, I'm crazy. Anyway, a little scattered, but that's okay. So our first story, I hope you guys can see me good, see the sign good. I just wanted to make sure. I was feeling just a little bit relaxed today. So in this evening, I worked a little outside. So I was like, you know what? I want to be in one of the coolest spots in my house, and that's my room. Okay, so our first story, it comes out of St. Louis area. I'm going to go ahead and give their name at the beginning. I'll still do some where I give them at the end, but these I'm just going to go ahead and out of respect, I'm going to give them at the very beginning so you can hear their name a couple times. Heather Coulon. She was from St. Louis area. She was a 12-year-old girl who went missing on July 15th of 1999 in Richmond Heights, a suburb of St. Louis. She was babysitting for an infant at an apartment on Yale Avenue. To this day, her disappearance remains an unsolved, suspected foul play. This case where Heather was watching and babysitting for this baby. 4 friends of her family, Dana Madden, Christopher Herbert, were upon returning to this apartment. At 4 a.m., Herbert discovered Heather was missing and the infant was just crying. Investigators found Heather's shoes, her diabetic medication, her blood on the couch. Blood also smeared in several locations. Authorities later discovered evidence of methamphetamine lab operating out of this apartment. Police suspected that Heather may have witnessed an illegal drug activity and was subsequently abducted. Some speculate caretakers or visitors associated with this meth house or drug house hold key information, while others have debated the child's supervision circumstances. As of 2026, Heather's body was never and ever been found, and no one has been convicted in connection with this disappearance. The investigation remains active under the Richmond Heights Police Department, and no one has ever seen this little girl since. 12 years old, diabetic, babysitting, maybe at the wrong place at the wrong time. So the injustice part of this story for me, of course, is Heather obviously was some type of a responsible girl at 12 years old. She must have been responsible to others, probably including her parents and family. So I'm just guessing, but I'll bet you she was a good student in school also, with quite a few friends, as it says. And I just really feel the unjust part is Heather's gone, and we never know what Heather could have been to society or the world. And now we just speak her name. Heather Coulon, God bless you. Bless you for taking care of someone else's child, while in turn, the parents of you, they were taken. Your parents, I'm sure, were devastated. And I'd love to see you come back home, honey. And I hope that's a possibility for the future. It's 22 years, another girl came home, so anything is possible in my eyes. I'd like to take a moment of silence for Heather Kullon. It's Kullon. Kullon. God bless you, Heather. God bless you. The next story is about Angie Marie Houseman. This unaliving was a long-running crime spanning more than 26 years. Angie was a 9-year-old student, a very good student, they say, was disappeared and had disappeared from her hometown on November 18th of 1993. Her unalived body was found 8 days later. In 2019, DNA evidence led to the arrest and conviction of Earl Cox for the kidnapping and SA and unaliving. The DNA profile came from Houseman's clothing. Earl Webster Cox had an extensive criminal record. In the 70s, he served in the Air Force, but in 1982, he was court-martialed. He had 4 SAs by 4 minors while being in the Air Force. That's what made him dishonorably discharged and also court-martialed. Apologize. 4 minors, 4 SAs, and dishonesty. As a result, he served several years in prison, released on parole. He was soon accused again. Contact with children. He was sent back again to prison. He was convicted of kidnapping, assault, and unaliving of Angie in November of 93. He was 39 years old. In 2003, arrested again for soliciting a minor and being involved in a child pornography ring. A sting led to the arrest of 60 people. In 11 countries, Cox got 10 years in prison after he was too dangerous to be released, they said, in February. Prison under the Adam Walsh Act is what served Cox. June of 2019, St. Charles County prosecuting attorney opened the case against Cox. He was charged with first-degree, having first-degree kidnapping also included, sodomy of Angie Houseman. During trial, Cox accepted the plea. He admitted to first-degree unaliving and child molestation. In return, make a deal with him. In return for avoiding the death penalty, he was indicted by a grand jury on October of 2019 and sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole. Only took you forever, but thank you. You ultimately got it. Cox died in prison of natural causes at the age of 67. So in turn, he never really served his finishing time for Angie. I would like to take a moment of silence for this beautiful child Angie Marie. God bless you, Angie. God bless you. This one was such a great student that, of course, she could have probably been a wonderful teacher if she wanted to teach children. It would have been wonderful to our society here in the United States or abroad. Last case. The last case for tonight is Mark Smith. Mark Smith's a pretty common name. But if you look at Mark Smith, 1974, Billings, Montana, you'll get something a little bit different than just another Mark Smith. Oregon State Police have identified the remains found in Josephina County as those of 19-year-old Mark Smith, who was missing for more than 50 years. Smith left his home in Billings, Montana in 1974 and was never heard from again. How do you like those apples? Just never heard from again. That's it. It's all. Never heard from again. It's amazing that that's how we end stories about people. You know, that's it. We didn't see him again. Nothing, there's no new evidence, there's nothing, so there's nothing below it. There's nothing to add to it. And that makes me sad that that 19-year-old would be 69 years old today. And I'm sure we've brought a lot of things to society and to our world. Our first story tonight was one of the cold case mysteries that have actually been solved in recent months. And Oregon had 3. And this was one of the second ones. And they only could explain it. They couldn't ever, they just had an unaliving. And that Earl going to prison answered the parents on what happened to their child. But ultimately, it doesn't solve it for their minds and their hearts and their souls. It might give you a little bit of peace in your mind, but I don't know how you would ever endure or live through something like this, losing a child. I want to give a few minutes, or a few seconds, to Mark Smith, this wonderful 19-year-old that wants to venture out into the world and see other things, and thought Oregon would be a good stop for him because he was a Montana kid. And believe it or not, we cross a lot with Montana, and Montana crosses a lot with Oregon, and we tend to have a lot of people here from Montana and vice versa. So God love you, Mark Smith. Bless you. Bless all of you. So hi, here I am. I hope the stories were okay for tonight. Hi, Fat Redial. And Claudia, hi, honey. And it just, it gets you when it's kids, you know, it just gives you a different feeling, you know, and there's just a different feel to it, you know. So, okay, I am going to try and do what I'm told to do. Okay, let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, there I go. So, there I go, there I go, there I go. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. I'm going to go over here. Let's see what we got going on. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. And then We want to try to put it into the chat. Wish me all the luck in the world. I don't have DD right here. So Nikki's going to try to swing, bada, swing. I don't know what Nikki's doing. Okay, yay, we're here. Okay, so now, come on, girl. Come on, girl, you can do it. Did I do it? Oh my gosh, I did it. I did it, you guys. It's coming. Oh, maybe it's not coming. Oh, there it is. You. Oh my gosh, I did it. Okay, so it's shared. So anybody that would like to come and be on the panel, the platform with me, I'd be so grateful. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Trav. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Venmo, don't, and I'm not expecting anything. I never am. But don't do the Cash App tonight, please. Do the Venmo. I just have one little glitch on the Cash App, and my son's got to look at it, and he hasn't been home yet. He'll be home in a little while. So, yeah. So, not saying that I want you guys to do, but if you do, please use that. That's all. If you don't, that's fine too. Because I'm here because I want to be here. So, and I hope you guys all want to be here too. And do I need to put the link back in? I don't know if I need to share the link again. I think I better. Share it. There's the link again. I would love for any of you to come on up. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate you saying that. Tough little stories about kids. Those are tough ones for me. Even the 19-year-old one, he's still a kid, you know? He's still somebody, baby. So, yeah, but I would love for you guys. There's the StreamYard right there. Love for you guys to come. Yep, the link is there. Oh, 101, you're just great. Thank you for being here with me, 101, and getting my back. I appreciate that. Adam to Pamela. Hi, honey. Hi, sweetheart. And I'm just so happy to see everyone tonight. Thank you guys for being here. Laura Lawcraft Corner, thank you for being here, honey. Oh, my little pink lips. Yeah. Thank you, Laura. You guys are kick. Oh, guys. What a day. And so, you know, I've only had the one. Thank goodness. Lord, please don't let them come in. I know they raise our analytics or whatever, but I don't want them around. Trolls. Why? Hi, Stereo. Why do they want to hurt us? Why do they want to hurt Ted's? Hi, Ted's missing wallet. I can't even. When I read that, I can't even. Oh my God, Ted's missing wallet. That is just too much. And then, if anybody watched JLR a while ago, he was taking us by all the ice cream shops and stuff. And I was like, I'm hungry. Can you go in there and I can do it subliminally. I can eat the ice cream subliminally, right? 101, you laugh at him. Yeah, I guess this one was a little beyond, saying that I don't like you and I don't want you, around or whatever. Hi, Strawberry Rain. She likes strawberries and she likes rain. Sheila, you're great. Yes, Sheila, I was wanting some too, and I think it was was he at a gelato, or it wasn't gelato, it was smoothies and something else, but I was like, whoa. I was like, go in, eat. And couldn't get him to, I left my wallet. I'm like, what? Are you going to become Ted now? with the wallets gone all the time. Come on. Oh my God. Ted's missing wallet. I just love it. I hope Ted gets a kick out of you when he sees that. I think it's so cute and funny. Nikki, I wanted to catch a charge over one that came at you. Oh, no, you don't want to do that. No, we're not going to do that. We're just You know, when it's, come on, you know, I got everything I wanted to say out to the people I love and like. You guys know where I stand. I'm just not going to, I'm going to try my hardest not to pay attention to that. But what really bothers me is it happened after doing something so good. Why? Why do you do something so good for somebody and somebody is so extremely upset over it that they want to threaten your life over fundraising for a friend, over streaming in the neighborhood? I'm not quite understanding that because they're already covering a missing person. So what in the world? Why are you threatening somebody's life and they're talking about someone that is missing as we speak? That seems like an oxymoron to me. Just saying. But it was enough concerning, and JLR's always, he's given us all advice that if we get those, to don't wait, don't do, you know, press charges on them. And they think they can hide behind all the little weird addresses and everything they try to confuse you on. And hey, Victoria's vigilante, hi honey. But yeah, they think that they can hide behind the computer, what I'm on, what most of us are on right now. And they think that they have it so dark and deep that they can make it, the address is so difficult. But I think that some of these police departments, I'm sorry to say, they have people that are expertises in the internet. They're not my age. These are people like you folks. These people are very familiar with the internet for the most part. You know what I mean? So these police departments, these FBIs, these DEAs, all that, they all have access to the same things we have access to. I'm not quite sure why these trolls don't understand that. That if they think there's not somebody in and out of people's chats, taking a look, writing people's names down, doing those things, I bet they'd be surprised. Yeah, jealousy. But why for something so great, Blue Cats? Why? And yes, Pam, this is not Pam Levitt, this is Pam, 88865. Yeah, but the jealousy is so crazy. So you mean to tell me somebody needs some help? Say Adam needs to do a fundraiser. And I pitch in, I happen to be in Atlanta or I'm somewhere and I'm on there and I'm asking people to help. You mean you're going to come after me later after I've tried to help somebody? Yeah, that's in another category all by itself. And it's a shame. It's a real shame. And is it because no one's helping you? Could that be really what it is? And it's the jealousy, like all of these good people are saying. Oh, hi, Maine. Hi. Cereal home. Hey, I don't understand. Yeah, me neither, honey. Mountain Winds. Hi, sweetheart. You can pop in and out wherever you'd like. Hi from Indiana. Mountain Winds. Hi. Oh, thank you. I love the replay. I love the replay crew. I love you guys. You guys are very helpful to a lot of people, especially when it comes to views. You guys are great. I love to hear that crew. You guys are so cute. CQ Creations. Hi, I haven't seen you for a minute. Nice to see you. Oh, nice to see you. Has anyone seen Saban lately? That's a good question. That's a really good, I haven't. I saw Saban, what, the night when I came and I said something, I think on Sunday night? What? No, Monday night, sorry. Saturday night. I'm getting them all screwed up. Saturday night. Oh, sorry. Yeah, my car karaoke was starting to take over. That's great. No, Cute Creations, thank you. See, Cute Creations 2021. Thank you, honey. I love that crew. The replay crew. That's so cute. Nicole, hi, sweetheart. Hi, honey. Nice to see you, really a lot. I'm so happy to see the people that I'm seeing in here. And those are the things that that's a really good question. Is Dee in here now? Well, oh, yeah. Peggy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Blue Cats is mad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hi, D. Hudson. Uh-oh. I don't like when Blue Cat says that. Oh, there's Diana. Hi, honey. I hope the party went good today, you great mama, you. Oh. Oh, so happy to see you. Hi, Sherry. Hi, honey. Oh, thank you. I do have clothes. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that you guys look forward to coming in here and saying hi to each other. But what's wrong, Blue Cats? Hi, Mustang. Hi, honey. What's wrong with Blue Cat 7 is what I'm trying to figure this out. Because I've never heard the word PISSED from Blue Cats since I've been on. So yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that somebody really made Blue Cats mad. Okay. Thank you, Lena. Thank you, sweetheart. You always seem just a troll issue. Oh no. Why? They don't get it. Is it just satisfaction? Is that what it is? Is it jealousy? But is it the satisfaction they're getting from getting everybody riled up, or people riled up, or people mad? Or is it the satisfaction? Is that what they're getting from it? Because it doesn't make any sense to me, because surely you could get satisfaction from something decent and good. Oh my goodness gracious. It makes no sense. Yes, I'm so happy to see you, and I'm happy to see everybody here. I want somebody to come up on this platform. Come on up. Come on up. Come on, you guys. Don't be afraid. We still got to talk about the FOIA. If anybody checked out Alex earlier, I surely did. And we want to talk about a little bit about Nancy and what's been going on and what we've been hearing too. Anybody? I'm waiting for the window. I'm waiting for your little face to show. I see you. Yay!
How about that?
Hi, Pikachu. Oh, let me unplug so we all can hear you, my darling. There we go. Hi, honey. How you doing?
I'm sorry about that. I put in the chat that the link wasn't working, but it is.
Oh, okay, honey. I did it. I followed Diana's instructions and I clicked on it and then tried to move it over and all that. So I'm glad it's working. I'm glad.
I've been working on
chickens.
I've been working on my stream, working it and I'll start it up. It's
can we share you?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay, okay. This is the YouTube.
Okay. Aloha, Ken Dog. Aloha, honey. I love that name. Ken Dog 8085. I love Hawaiian Islands.
So many browsers up.
It's okay. Take your time, honey. We're right here. You're doing great. I had a couple people hit me up and they said, is Ghost a talker? I said, what do you think? He's a talker when it needs to be, something needs to come out. He's not like Nikki. where I can just carry a conversation with myself.
I'm not like you.
That's okay because I like you and I like how you are. So I think that's cool. Hi, Maine. And by the way, I did say you talk. I said, yes, he does when he has something great to say. Yes, Mustang. Hi, honey. Oh, I got somebody. Somebody's here with us. And I know, hi, Q Creations. Yay, we got 3 of us.
Hi, I love you, Nikki. I've loved you since day one. I love every time you called in to JLR. This is the first time anyone's ever seeing my face. Just FYI.
I know. You're lovely, honey. You should show it all the time.
No. Kind of shy. A little bit.
I understand.
But I just wanted to say that you have a heart that just drives me with passion. You're a very passionate woman. You inspire me.
Thank you.
You inspire me for many reasons, for the journeys, the things that you've shared, just your personality. You are one of a kind, and you keep bringing that light, Nikki, because you are so loved by so many.
Thank you.
So many.
And I just want to show it back. You know?
And you are amazing. And since Mr. Ghost Pikachu is on here, I actually seen him for the first time on, let me think, Patriot. Patriot Pride, and he doesn't talk much. So hi, Pikachu. Nice to meet you.
I'm kind of hidden in my shell sometimes.
It's okay, honey. Then you got people like me, and you got people like Creations. We'll get it out of you.
I like observing. I know
you do.
Observing,
and taking in the information. Yep.
That is
so
awesome.
Like you. Yeah, I'm so glad you came on here so I got to see your face, honey.
I just wanted to pop in and say hi, and I just wanted to tell you that I love you. I'm sorry I missed you on Sunday, but I definitely do replay. I do replays on you, JLR.
You guys are awesome.
The Juice, I do the Juice all the time. He's another one of my favorites. The Juice is the man.
He's so wonderful. Juice is so kind and caring.
I love that young man. I feel like I could be his mom or his grandmama. And
yes.
And Alex, he brings you know what Alex brings? I think of Alex as being like a big teddy bear.
Yep.
You know what? He's had a lot of life experiences.
So much.
And he's got a lot of life's knowledge to offer us.
But when he loves you, he loves you.
And the people that judge them, I say, shame on them. Shame on them. Shame on them. Because you know what? He has a heart of gold. And the knowledge that man has, the wisdom that he has, and the heart that he has. And anybody that
look past the tattoos.
Yes.
Look past what you see and close. If you ever just want to do something and not be judgmental, look at somebody. You can look at Adam. You can watch his show and shut your eyes.
Yes.
And just listen to how Adam sounds.
He's a man of character. He's a man of character and dignity, integrity.
Sure is.
And I just wanted to say one more quick thing. Ultimately,
you can say whatever quick thing you want.
I just love you so much because you know what? You and Gigi Uncut, when she would call in and we're talking about Nancy Guthrie and all the things. Gigi. I love it because she's real. She's raw. She's not fake. And the other thing is she doesn't hide like her true beliefs. It's not filtered in any way.
You can't.
So,
if you want to know who we are and we come straight and correct,
yes,
then we're going to show you who we are. And it's not going to be fake or phony.
No, we see that with no news nanos. If you want fake and you want politics and you want correct, and I'm another person who doesn't speak, how do I say it? I guess it's politically correct. I know a lot of people are sensitive about the word death or kill, and you know they have to.
I have to say I'm unliving a lot. You know.
Yes, and that's just trying to be respectful, and I understand all of it. It's also being professional. So, but then that doesn't mean other people should judge. I'm going to use Alex as the example because in the very beginning, I'll never forget the lady that called in and started correcting him because he said a foul word and he used the F word and she didn't like it. And I'm sorry, she wants to live in a bubble. The world is not in her bubble. And I understand that she has a right to raise her child however she chooses to raise her child.
You'll have to call in on another show.
Exactly.
If that bothers you, you're going to have to go. I mean, I am as religious as I am, and I watch Alex all the time. I don't care if he says what he says. That's me. That's Alex being authentic. That's Alex being who he is. So Nikki can only be who she is and not criticize and not point my finger and not do those things, because who am I to do that? Who am I to point a finger at someone else that's trying their very hardest? And his knowledge on these other cases, like the Delphi case, all these other cases, he is very, very intelligent when it comes to these cases. Alex has a lot of knowledge. And if you can get past his tattoos and his looks, he's a great, and his words, he's a great fella.
If they just see him as a big teddy bear instead of seeing him as a tattooed figure, yes, I'm with you, Nikki, 100%. And the Jews, I think the Jews cares about elderly. That's something I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about elderly and children. Two things that passionate, like the children that are missing that are out there, the things that have happened to children under government's watch that's not been okay. I think it's not being talked about as far as like. And then when I'm saying elderly abuse, and not even abuse, it could be just neglect. Think about Nancy. They said that there was a social visit, there was a call, there were all these things.
He put the card in the door. There was a card in the.
See, and they're not talking about what prompted that. What actually prompted that? And I remember JLR having another lady that was on, and she explained all of the we're going to say the SOPs, the standing operating procedures that take place for those things to take place. They're not being explained, or there's so many things with the Nancy Guthrie case that I really believe. I hate to say this, I do believe Miss Nancy's not with us as much as I want her to be. I hate feeling that way. I truly hate feeling that way.
Me too.
But she deserves closure. Yes. And she deserves peace.
What did the woman do to anybody? Do good stuff. We didn't hear anything in her background about her going and hurting people, doing this or that. We heard that she worked at this college. We heard that she was a very nice lady. We heard that she has friends that she continued to be friends with and did the church services virtually.
Yes.
You know, like it touches my heart that this woman was somebody's grandma.
She's today's world grandma. She's a world grandma now. And I'm a Mimi of 13 grandkids. And I'm going to tell you, that's my next greatest title. Being a mom was being a grandmother. And that's a God-given title. Yeah. So I'd like to think that even though this may have happened, God's going to shine through. He's going to show up and he's going to show out. And you know what? The world better get ready. Because they're going to expose a lot of naughty people in this world. People that have money, people that have power, people that have positions. And you know what? When God shows up like that, he gets it done every time. And the proof is in the pudding. Look at what happened with our streamers.
And let me tell you, adding to you creations, why do we have to do the bad? When we are doing so well, like you're saying, and we are the millionaires, and we are the people with the money, and we are the people, why wouldn't you dig deep into your soul? And I have this amount of money, so let me give it to people or individuals, children that need this, and this. Let's give it to the Shriners Hospital.
Greedy people don't give, Nikki. Takers take and givers give.
That's my problem. I have that problem. And I had with my peers here when they opened all their doors for these dispensaries to arrive in Oregon. Yes. I said the same thing. Where's your jars? And they said, what do you mean? I said, well, does it all just go in your pocket, or do you have a jar for somebody else?
Yes.
It's true. Because who are you giving it back to? Who are you giving anything back to? You know? Oh, Dee Dee.
Hi, Dee Dee.
Oh my gosh, Dee Dee.
She's on and I see her speakers off. I just want to tell you, I'm thankful for Dee Dee. I'm so thankful for Dee Dee, and I'm thankful for everything God, that's another God thing. When I heard you say, I went back and watched some stuff and I seen how she was 4 miles from you. God's been ordaining a lot of things for you, Nikki, for a long time, honey.
I've tried to do some really good things for people over the years, not to ever get
yes, ma'am. Yes,
Or
ma'am.
I did it because I wanted to do it.
Yes,
I did it
ma'am.
because I had what I needed to do it. So if I don't, oh wait, Nikki got it. Wait, where is it? Where are you? You were just there a minute ago. Is this it? Maybe? Oh, there you are, D. Did you put? Oh, you're so great. Did you post it? Oh, thank you. Did you post it, honey? Oh, thank you. 101 kept reposting it perfectly. It was so awesome. Hi, Mustang. Hi, Lena, honey. So glad you guys came back. Sorry. Sheila, hi, babe. Laura, nice to see you. Nice to see all of you. Okay. You can't wait to get off work? Come on, tell them your aunt tells you you can get off early. No, don't do that. I don't want to get you in trouble. That's your livelihood, my darling. Hi, Dayton. Hi, sweetheart. Melly, hi, babe. Ghost, so glad. Where's the link? Dee Dee, you want to put the link, or 101, you want to put the link back up, honey? Hi, Creations. Yay, cute Creations. Southern Butterfly Girl. I haven't seen you for a minute. Nice to see you, hon. We are back, Adam, but I'm just looking for my link to be shared. Okay, Nikki, I don't have the link. Right. Dee Dee, can you post the link, baby? Posting, please. Posting, please. I've had it last time perfectly all by myself, and now I can't post it. Dee Dee, do you hear me? Let me see. I think she'll be right back. I love it, Lena. Thank you. I love that. She said she'll be right back. That was perfect. Sherry, hi, honey. Okay. Kokor. Hi, honey. I want to make sure I said that right. Go to share screen and invite the guests. You got it. Share the screen. Share the screen. Okay, share screen. I share the screen. I share the screen. Okay. I'm going to assume that this is it. Okay. Did I get it? Did you guys get it? I think I put it there, didn't I? Oh, please say I did. Please. Let's see. Let's just take a little look-see. No, you don't, because you know you're... Okay. Let me go back to share the screen. Share the screen. Okay, copied. Guess. I need my guests to come. I need them to come and hang out. Ted's missing all. I can't with that. Pikachu, hang in there for me. Just 1 second, my darling. Okay, here it is. Sharing you studio, YouTube. No. No. Okay. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Okay. Let me get rid of this part. Okay. I did it so perfect last time. Okay, so you said, so Adam told me share screen, got that. And okay, PDF, files, screen, invite a guest. Okay, here I go, you guys. I did it again. Thank you, Adam. You're the best. You are the best. Oh, Adam, thank you. Gosh, you're the best for helping me. Thank you, sweetheart, so much. Okay, so, oop. Okay, now it should come right here. There it is. I got it, you guys. I got it. I got it. I got it. Got it. Thanks to Adam. Thank you, Adam. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, it's out there, you guys. Do you see it? No, thank you, Adam. You did a great job explaining it to me again. And you know, you're kind of explaining it. Somebody's just a tight bit slow. Just like that much slow. Yes, Adam, you did that right over the thing. And I just kind of followed. And I knew when I didn't get it the first time, look again. And don't get frustrated. And I didn't get frustrated. I did not get frustrated. And that was great. Yeah, because usually, you know, I get a little frustrated sometimes. So, okay, I'm waiting for someone now. Come on, Ghost, where are you? Come on, Sea Creations, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, where are you guys? Where are you? I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to share, share, share. Okay, here it goes. Now, can I just leave it down there without shooting it into the air? Can you guys see the link? Is it in a good space? It doesn't mind. He has seen and I frequently his chat as well. I just love your name. Ted's Missing Wallet. I love it. Okay, can you guys see the StreamYard address? Or no? Good. Okay, now I did it that way again. Is that okay? I hope so. I hope you guys are getting the link. I can just continue to keep sharing it too. It's not a problem. Guys, wallet is fine. Jaylee, that was so good. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Lena. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Trav. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mustang, thank you. Oh, thank you. It's good to see all of you. And all of you that helped me, I really appreciate you. Now I'm just waiting for a little face to show up. So I can click you in with me. Oh, Ghost, I hope you didn't give up on me. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Blue Cats. And Skaborsky, yes, you did. Hi, Ted's Missing Wallet. I think I'll just say it just for the heck of it because I like it. Yeah, you did really, really good. I thought so too. I thought we all did really good. And Adam was just like such good moral support and stuff. Like he just having him sitting there was like such good moral support. For me, it was, you know. I just appreciated it. Who's coming? Who's coming up? Who's coming up? Who's coming up? So did you guys notice or did you pay attention to Alex and Juanita, and they were talking about all the, I think Adam mentioned it too, all the unfortunate unalivings from the jail there in Pima County. That was if you saw that body cam footage, that was very interesting. That you want somebody to take meds. I get it, you know, some links expired. Okay, hold on. I can just go right here. There should be a brand new one, honey. Okay. But you notice that, I don't know. It's just one of those things that looks like, to me, it looks like you're not handling things properly only because of the fact that you want to give people medicine. I understand that, and I get it, and I get that sometimes people have to be held, you know, because they don't want to take things. But from what I saw on that video, on that body cam that Alex and Juanita showed, you're not sure? Uh-oh. What did I do wrong? Did I do something? Oh, maybe you're not sure what you saw? Is that what you're saying, Adam? But I know that's not the right one. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Let me go back. Thank you for saying it. Thank you guys for saying it. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I just clicked what it said. I'm going to do it again. Okay. 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 Now, let's see. I'm going to do it again. Here we go, you guys. Okay. So I'm going to share screen, invite guests. Okay, this might look like a different one, you guys. Yeah, this one definitely might look like a different one. Let's see. I don't think it was the same one. No. I think this one's different. But you guys will be able to tell me in a minute. I think that's different. I think it is. If it's not, then tell me, and then we'll get Dee Dee in here. You know. But I did start everything completely over, you know, from scratch. Is that the right one? Can someone tell me? Affiliate link. That is it. This part. It's the same one. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, come now. I'm in a new area. Okay. Hold on, you guys. 1 second. Let me get Dee Dee. Doggone it. Dee Dee, you messed us up. Once you go and invite guests, there should be a button that says copy link. That's what I've been doing, Adam. Exactly what you just wrote. I've been doing it exactly that way, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to actually go back here. Just bear with me, okay, you guys? Okay. Just talk to us and tell us stories. Oh my gosh, what in the world kind of story could I tell you? Let's see. Oh, I can tell you a really good one. It doesn't make me look good though. Invite the chat box, then paste the link. Yep. Okay. So I'm doing exactly what Adam says. Share this. I'm going to share the screen. Should I do that first or no? Okay. I'm going to invite a guest. Invite the guest. Okay, so this one, it gives me one stream, and I'm going to go ahead. Here I go. I'm going to copy and paste it. Copy. Okay. Now, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to paste it. Oh, to the link. I'm going to paste it. Okay, it says, is it the same one? I wish I could have the other one. Hey, hi.
Wrong person.
Okay, listen, we cannot get the correct StreamYard address now. And I'm just copying and pasting like Adam tells me and like you tell me.
Okay, let me see.
Okay, baby.
Okay, let's take that. Oh, wait, what's that? Invite guests. Okay, copy.
I did that. Mhm. I got one up there right now, but I'm scared to send it if it's not the right one. Because I already sent a few that weren't right.
Let's try that one.
You got now that seems to look like the old one, babe.
That's the one of this stream.
That's what I keep saying. Oh no. Patriot Pride said great job.
Cool.
So maybe it went through. I hope so.
Let's see if everybody comes in.
Okay.
That's
That's it. Okay, great. Oh, what did you do? Because I was just pressing the person too.
I'm on my phone, so
Oh, you're on your phone. Okay, don't hit anything on us again.
yeah, I'm not.
Don't hit anything. Okay, I'm ready for you, Ghost. I'm ready for you, CQ Creations. I hope you guys come back.
Okay, thank you. I don't want to. I'm trying to be really careful. Hold on a second.
I know, babe. I know. Thank you for helping, though. You're still the biggest help in the world. I love that. Yay! There's Ghost back. Yay! Yay! Oh, I'm so happy. Hi, Ghost. Yay! Thank you, D. Thank you, babe. Okay, so should I remove D? Should I remove you, D? Okay, because you can put yourself back. Okay, hi, honey. I'm glad you came back. Thanks for your patience. Thank you so
Takes a
much.
while. Takes a
Oh
while.
no! Well, we got stuck in that address that kept going and going on there.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out Streamlabs.
Now I've heard about Streamlabs. What's the difference between the StreamYard and the Streamlabs,
I
hon?
don't know. I have no
You
idea.
don't? Okay.
No.
Because someone had mentioned Streamlab also. And I was like, well, I know that one thing, that link, Starlink that everybody gets, that thing goes everywhere.
Yeah, I looked into that too.
You did?
Yeah,
I don't know how much it costs a month. I was trying to check it out and see.
yeah.
Hey, there is Creations. Cute
I figured
Creations.
it out. Yay!
Yay, we got the right address, you guys.
Sorry, guys, that was probably all me. I mean, like the goofing of it. I'm not used to this at all. So.
It was, listen, it's my channel. It was my fault. Now we're moving on. I'm glad to see you guys back, and thanks everybody for coming back. I'm so sorry. And yes, Skorsky, you should come on anytime you want, my darling. So what were you saying? You had some really great things you were talking about.
I had two things I wanted to talk with you about.
Please,
Nancy
please.
Guthrie, just the Nancy Guthrie.
I
And
love it. Let's go.
the first person I shared with was JLR. And
Okay.
Ultimately it's because they kept, and I also know how the police profession works and how the military works and intelligence works and all the forces, we'll just say, okay?
Yes, honey.
So with that being said, I wear a loop recorder because I was supposed to have a pacemaker put in and I didn't want one put in. However,
Gotcha.
I wear a loop recorder.
Okay.
I asked a lot of questions about that loop recorder.
Mhm.
So in the very beginning when this took place and I kept seeing them replay where it's basically it's Annie and Savannah and tomato, you know.
You say
Planning
tomato, I say tomato.
Yeah, that one. When they were there and they actually had left and Savannah went back to work, something inside my gut felt like, okay, they got some kind of notice and they're not sharing it with the public. So then I started kind of reading between the lines and I started watching Charles Brewer, which is a retired.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, and I kind of started throwing his name out there so people would kind of like, because he kind of tells you from a professional perspective what to anticipate or what maybe be going on behind the scenes.
Yes.
But what I wanted to talk about was I kept saying she has a pacemaker. And on my actual recorder, it actually has a spot where you can do Wi-Fi settings and you can do, so in other words, it has a Wi-Fi setting. I'm just going to kind of show you what it looks like. I did show it to JLR.
Right.
And that way maybe everyone will kind of have a better idea. I know I kind of chimed in and then it got started and then there was just a lot of questions up in the air. And I didn't know how much I could share or not share. So
you can share whatever.
Okay, well, this is a type of device that looks like a cell phone, much like a cell phone, okay? And so this is a Boston Scientific, which this is also a company that makes pacemakers.
I know Boston Scientific. They make calculators and everything.
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am.
Yep.
So when you turn it on, hopefully mine will be charged. Okay.
Mhm.
So, because I leave it as I got up from my bed, it sits close to my bed. I don't take this thing with me. I do nothing with it.
Okay.
However, it works just like the pacemaker.
Okay.
There's a little device that's in there in my chest cavity, and I just wand it. Like if I was to have any kind of episodes, you just kind of wand it underneath there.
Okay.
And so,
can I ask you when you wand it so everybody understands? So when you kind of wand it, that means it calms down, or it's
no. I was trying
changes?
to turn. I'm going to turn it on, and I might actually even be able to show you exactly what it does. So then that way you can actually have
awesome.
You'll have a visual. And the first person, like I said, I shared this with personally, privately, because I don't know what information that is supposed to be in the public eye front. But the fact that everybody is questioning, did she ever make it home? Did she get to the garage? Is it the garage? It's not the garage. It's all the things, right?
Yeah.
So on here, it actually has two things on here. So one of them is in your settings. So in other words, when I had this device implanted, they asked you, do you want to use your own mobile phone or would you like a device? Well,
okay.
I just got the device that came with it. So it works the exact same way. It actually is a phone. As you can see, it's starting up and it's an Android.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And so when it starts up, it actually connects and it'll tell you that it's connected. So I'm going to go ahead and see. I'm going to let you see all of it live. But what I'm going to do is try to cover my real personal name up. Okay. So I'll share the other stuff with you, Nikki.
Whatever you need to do, baby.
And it's just because I want people to know what it actually looks like, because this is what's been that was my very first thing that was bothering me. I'm like, they have to know exactly her whereabouts. They have to know whereabouts she's at. They also have to know if this is functioning or not functioning, because guess what? Whether I'm dead or alive, and I say dead or alive, I'm sorry, unalived. I apologize.
Okay. That's okay.
If I was unalived, basically, if it wouldn't be working, there's still going to be a marker that's going to give them off of the Wi-Fi's ping where I'm at, like the location of where
it doesn't matter if you are unalived.
That's my understanding.
It's still going to ping. So is that why the helicopter did
that? So see, here you go. So see what this says. That's a perfect example. So see how it says connection issue. It's a connection issue. And the reason why I don't know if you can actually see that part.
I can see the red and I can see that.
So I'll kind of zoom out of it a little bit. So it says connection issue. Check your connection. And at the bottom, it tells me to record my symptoms or learn learn whatever it is. So I'm just going to click check my connection because it was undone. And so see, this is a perfect example where I might be able to show it to you. I don't know if it's better if I did it on
doing this.
No,
This is wonderful. Like I never have seen anybody do this in front of my face. So I appreciate it.
I'm a visual person, so I don't know. That's another reason why I think, okay, see right now it's saying there's a connection issue. Connection issue not resolved. So that's basically what they're saying that they're getting on her, right? So in other words, if her device has been shut off, like mine was just shut off, this would be the error that they would be getting. But the fact that hers is her personal cell phone and not an actual device.
But now, she did leave it on it was not she, but it was left on the nightstand.
Correct. So here you go. So now whenever she turns on her phone, whoever has her phone or her device, it should look something like this, where it says connection check. Wow. And then on there, it's going to say, hold the magnet over your cardiac monitor or your device of your device. And then you wait for the vibration or you wait for the screens. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of do it and see that it does it.
Please.
Sometimes it does. I'm going to try to hold the phone and do it so it does it. But basically, whenever you do it in the area, so it's saying, okay, it's trying, keep trying, right? So I don't know if maybe there may be an interference, but it says slowly move the magnet circles over my cardiac monitor. It's because I've had it off, ultimately. I wanted to show you what it would look like if it was dead. So that's why I wanted you to see when it's dead, because I know JLR hasn't got to see this part. And that was what I was trying to share with him and Alex a couple times by just dropping some little hints in there and saying what I know, what I know. And so it's saying, keep trying. So what I'm going to do for just a second is I'm going to pause this because these two might be interacting because this is a magnet on the back of it. So let me go ahead and I'm going to circle it so that I can get it to activate so that you can actually see. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Wow. This is awesome, you guys. This is awesome for us. And this and our chat and everything. This is great that she's able to show this to us. Wow.
Okay. Sorry, I had to get a little in
No,
person.
you're
So
okay.
put it closer. So
Okay.
see, now it's circling and it's saying connecting.
Oh, I see the green lights.
Okay, so now it says connection successful.
Okay.
Okay, and then the connection issue was resolved and my monitor is now up to date.
Awesome.
Okay, so now I'm going to exit out of that screen so that you can see what it looks like.
Yeah.
And then this is what whoever has her phone, whoever has the possession of her phone has power. Okay, they have some power. They may not even know they have some power. I feel like they have some power.
Wow.
Okay, so this now tells me at the top the name of it and the actual type of device it is, where I can record my symptoms and such. So I'm going to click on the top of it. I'm going to try to hold my personal.
Okay.
And the reason why this is, I ultimately am still wearing this for AFib, right? So it tells you what your, I'm going to cover my name, my personal name up there because it's got my number on there.
Yeah, I told you, do whatever it is.
So, but I want you to be able to see how it says manual transmission.
Okay, can you hold it just a little closer, babe, if you can?
Let's see, like that. Can you see it?
Kind of at an angle, just a hair. Yeah, now we can see it a little better.
Okay, so you can see it. On there, it should say something like manual transmission.
I see it. I think it's the second one down or something.
And the first one says manual transmission,
Okay.
and then the second one says connection check.
Okay.
Okay, and then underneath that, it just has things like about, help, terms of use, and your privacy. Okay, and I'm going to share this with you so that you can actually see what happens when I do what they call a connection check.
That's what I want to know. Yay! I want to know.
So see, I clicked it and it says mine's successful and I have not rewound it. I've not put it next to me or anything. Okay.
Right.
So in order for me to get this screen earlier, I had to put it up against me and wand it in order to get that screen. I did not have to do that time, which tells me that it's connected successfully. And it also, because I got a green and it tells me it's connected, it also tells me that I'm in the proximity of where it can record or it's getting the transmissions.
What if you weren't though? What if you weren't?
Okay.
What if the phone was here and you were, say, just taking out your front door?
Yep, that's what I'm fixing to answer you.
Oh,
that's what
okay.
I'm going to go there with it so that you can see the manual part of it. So in other words, this is what I was trying to explain before. The connection in here in the about, I don't sometimes take this with me. What they call this is called, they interrogate it. So in other words, when you go to your provider, they want you to bring the device because what happens is they plug it in just like you plug your regular phone in on the bottom of it. And then they read all of your results and they basically, it comes out kind of like an EKG or, it's on a little piece of paper that's all they call it interrogating it. They interrogate your recorder, they interrogate your thing and they have all your information. Now, many a times I've walked out because keep in mind, this is in here on my dresser and I go to get interrogated and have my results and I don't have it anywhere with me.
How do they can give you your results when it's not there?
Very easily.
Oh, what? Do you guys, are you guys hearing this?
Very easily. So let me go to the
gosh.
There.
So they might have results of that. We don't know, right?
Oh, that's the part that I've really been wanting to screen for like the last 4 months and I just can't, I can't hold it together anymore. Okay.
Oh, I'm so glad you got a hold of us. I'm so glad you got over here with me.
I love you, Nikki, and I know you're passionate about this, and so is JLR, and so is Alex.
But their time is less than, Nikki got all the time in the world.
Right. Well, that's kind of right. I couldn't do all of this and just show you like every part of it. So what this is on the bottom, I'm going to try to hold it up. Do you see this thing down here? Now, this is my personal information, and I know it's going out there, but it's okay. It's just the number for this device. It's the number for the device. It says, basically what it has is my first name. I'm just covering up my patient information, okay, at the top.
Good.
But at the bottom of it, it says the reason why I'm wearing it is because of AFib, the suspicion of my AFib, right? And it's to keep up with my AFib. It tells you the clinic. It tells you the clinic's phone number. So on the device or whoever her provider is, it should give her the model serial number. It should give her the reason in which they know what it was, but the clinic and the phone number. But the most important piece of information that's on here, Nikki, is called the UDI. It's called a unique device identifier. This is like your number. This is my number that's assigned to me. So I don't know if you can see at the bottom.
I
That's
can
a
see numbers down there.
Okay, so there's like a little symbol in the bottom and it says UDI. That
Okay.
is my unique device identification number. Every
Okay,
device,
all right.
every mechanism has a UDI number. That UDI number is what they can use in the cell towers. They can use it with the Bluetooth. And so when there is a smart gentleman that Patriot knows that has shared some information in the chat, and I've been knowing, which is Army 420. Okay.
Okay, I've seen Army 420 in at Patriot Pride in the chat.
Very smart man. He chimes in and he says things that piques your interest and goes, okay, very thought-provoking gentleman. Okay. Very thought-provoking.
Okay.
So I'm now going to show you what they can do. There is so I showed you basically what the information is that they have. So when they're saying they don't know how or they couldn't connect to it, there's going to be a unique device identification number, a UDI number. So you know how like drones have numbers that they have to do in the sky? That unique device identification number is like the number. That's
okay. I want to ask you something. I'm going to stop you for 1 second.
Okay.
You guys listen to this answer. I don't know how she's going to answer it, but this is a heck of a great question. Love Army Vet 420, the one you're just talking about. 101 SB said that. Okay, you ready? This is my question. If you were to go in water and that item is to stay out of the water and you are no more, what happens?
This is where I would feel like, and the answers that I've been given, because I've been asking this.
You know why I asked that, right, honey?
Yes, unalived, in a water, all the things that Richard Nolette was sharing, different things.
And Jim, I watched Jim at Rose Canyon Lake, and I also watched Sleuth. So I watched both the guys do the camera down and all that.
Yes, ma'am. I'm right there with you, Nikki. So that is the part that made me go, what would make it not function? So in other words, what would, because there's 2 functions on here I'm going to show you that I haven't got to show you. Okay. What I was calling is called a manual transmission. So let's just say I'm supposed to give them my information. I don't have it. I could then come back to my house. So like I said, I went to go do my interrogation. I'm not there. I didn't have a device. Okay. All I have to do is click start, and I'm going to go ahead and do it because it's just going to send it to my doctor anyway. So that way you can.
Honey.
But what it is that it sends that information to your primary doctor. So whoever, I would think there's 3 things here that I keep thinking, Nikki. If whoever has her device, they
Adam,
should be.
Are you still in the chat, honey? Are you seeing this? Adam, this is like a first of a first kind of thing.
Patriot Prize, who you're talking to, right?
Yeah, but I'm hoping Adam's still around. He probably is. He's probably watching. He's probably watching you.
So this is the part where after I did the manual transmission, it then tells me I have the option to do Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. Now, this is my personal stuff. It's my user number and my device serial number. So not only do you have a unique device identification number, you now have the option to change the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. And why hers is not connecting, like what you were just asking, Nikki, I would think it's because it's connected to Bluetooth. If she has her phone next to her, it's Bluetooth, it's going to connect. However, there is a setting in there for just Wi-Fi in any area. So to answer your question about swimming, I would think, now keep in mind, I'm not a professional. I'm going through the most.
You got in the water, babe. Would it?
It works. It reports.
Even if you're in the water, unalived?
Yes, the unalived part is the part, when you say unalived, it's like, okay, blood has to flow. It's still going to pick up the signal of the device.
And if blood isn't flowing?
That is the part where that's beyond my expertise. Beyond something that I would think, because the device is implanted in you. Mm-hmm. The only way that I was understood that the GPS would not pick up is if the battery is dead. And let me just tell you, regular, like this type of device I wear is anywhere from 3 to 10 years. They have new ones out that go, and the device, it goes by the year. So let me just tell you, there's a battery in hers. They know what the battery timeline is. There's a battery timeline. So this is why my answer would be, if the body was in the water, no matter what, and this is going to sound heartful or I'm just saying I don't even know how to say it.
It's okay.
if what we are being told has happened, or if what has been shared on certain channels, and they think that that is what had happened, she's dismembered and all the things, I want them searching for that looper. I want them searching for that device. I want them pinging that device. Find that device. You will find Nancy Guthrie. Find that device. We have so many devices that connect to Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Okay. Maybe they don't know that they can turn Bluetooth off. So that's what I wanted to share with you. So here's the other.
Can I stop you one sec?
Yes,
The only question right now for where you're at, honey, is what if they took it out?
They would find the device, but they would have to take the device out and they would have to destroy the device. Now that would be someone like, that would be a question for someone else, Nikki, that might know that better. Maybe someone who has.
No, but you got me there. That was the
intelligence that has the intelligence that talks to the sky, that knows those things.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I wanted.
Go ahead, honey. Thank you.
That's all that's all I wanted to share. Ultimately, the fact that they have the option. So in other words, I'm going to undo my Wi-Fi and there's no Wi-Fi connected no longer. It's a push of a button. So if I know that I'm not going to be connected to my Bluetooth, or I'm going to have complications because in certain areas there's lots of, example, MRI machines. Every time I do an MRI or those type of procedures, I have to make sure that the Bluetooth is on and the Wi-Fi. That way it does record and it does connect. So there's different connection options. That's the main part that we should get out of this, is what I keep feeling. And people with higher intelligence should be able to perform those tasks.
I have a question.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What if the Bluetooth is off and there's no Wi-Fi signal?
It probably wouldn't connect then, I would think, Pikachu.
Okay, if the Bluetooth was off.
Oh, wait, it's still recording.
Right.
Hold on. It's still recording.
Right.
It's still recording. That goes back to the same principle of when I leave it and I do a manual transmission.
Just from my notes, it says it would still be going, right?
Yes, it would still be going because of the battery. So let me tell you the only way that I know right now.
We lost you, baby, for a minute.
Okay, so if you're insinuating, let's see, Pikachu, are you saying like there's a battery in it? And so the only way I would think that it couldn't pick up or Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. So as long as someone takes her phone and changes the settings, gets into her, and there's three factors here that I want to share. The UDI number, whatever her unique device identification number is, they need to give that to the powers that be that have the sources to get the sniffers in the sky to do what they need to be doing. And FBI knows that. Then I know they probably know that. So then why are they not talking about that? Maybe they've already done that. We're just not supposed to know that.
I'm sure they're getting shut down by a friendly person.
No news. Yeah. Or yeah. So that's the part where, and then not just that, there's other devices in those details that I'm sure people that actually are intelligent, that know how to use the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth to their capabilities. The fact is there's three factors. There's a battery. Yeah. What's her battery time frame? Like on most loop recorders, they're 3 years. On most pacemakers, they're 10 years. Right. Now Watchman has came out with one that is pretty much indefinite, which is also, it's called Watchman. And wow. I don't know which device that is, but it used to be 3 to 10 years. Every 3 years, I have to either change the battery, update it, or they give you another device that lasts 10 years. So like the same with the pacemakers, they have a time frame. Okay, so question 1, what is Nancy's time frame? What's her battery? Like who's her actual provider? Savannah needs to know this. Savannah needs to know.
It's on there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
On your instrument.
Yes, ma'am. It does. It said what has to happen is it has to have who her care. They know who her, even if they're her doctor, but it has her care team on there. They have the powers to be like, if Kash Patel could do what he did with that photo, why can they not do that with our device? Because my thought process behind all of this is, God forbid this is truthful and these horrible, horrific things have really happened to her. Mm-hmm. Then why not try to locate her? How can we locate her? Okay, well, if she has a device, someone change the setting. Put every setting that's on her phone on so that every near tower can ping. Like it's got to be near a tower. Guess what? We have Fios. We have all these things, fiber optics. We have satellite. You know what I mean? Like Starlink. We have all these things, options. Let's use those options to find her pacemaker. And the only way, like, I think it would not work is if it was actually destroyed. My thought process behind all of it, every time I keep going back to it and I think about it, it makes me,
Destroyed.
it had to be, I mean, like, so say, for example, these things that people have described that she's out there and or she's in these locations like that, she would have to have had it removed and destroyed. That's just how I feel.
So it would be somebody that knows she has one.
Yes. And it's also someone who knows how they function and work, because now the world knows how this thing works. That's just saying, because the part that I keep having a hard time with when I'm in the chat is I hear people going, well, did she ever really make it home? Were they in the house waiting on her? What are they going off of? How do they know this? Where are they getting the timestamps?
Creations, Patriot Pride said something very good, and we knew this. This is another point. 911 call said that the family had access to her phone.
Correct. JLR confirmed that for me.
Yeah,
Yes.
Patriot Pride.
Yes.
Adam just confirmed it again.
Yes, Adam, you are right. Thank you for confirming that, because that's the part where I also feel like if they have the phone, they have control of all of that information. That information is very valuable.
Yeah, it is. It's just valuable what you just told us. We haven't had anybody, they've talked to doctors and things like that, but we haven't had anybody stand in front of us with the instrument, show us, and tell us the different things. And I just really appreciate you doing that. That was so kind of you.
So just one last thing, I'm going to show you that manual transmission that I didn't do so that you can see it. What happens is, so say, for example, it's not connected to Bluetooth. It's not connected to Wi-Fi. Let's just say worst case scenario, it's in her battery's on. It's still recording. It's still doing what it's supposed to do. But I do think there's two things. Okay, so the first part of that is it's doing what it's supposed to do as long as the body is functioning and blood is flowing and it's properly. But the device mechanism itself has a battery, has a number, and can connect to multiple sources.
So
that's the main thing.
So what you're saying is this very well could possibly still going.
Yes.
But it's not necessarily in her.
Yes. If it has not,
that's
correct.
Thank you.
So I believe so. And that's because when I say the manual transmission, so like on here where it says, so right now it's going to say only use manual transmissions when you're instructed by your doctor or clinic. And the only time I do this is I'll get a text message saying, send a manual transmission. What that means is I haven't either had it on the charger close to me where it hasn't recorded. Like, so in other words, days. I'll leave it there. I leave it and I forget it. I don't pick it up unless I absolutely need it, right? Leave it, forget it. And then what happens is I'll get a text message on my phone and it'll tell me send a manual transmission. Now, what if that's the case? That's what I've asked myself. What if that's the case? Because here we're going on 5 months. 5 months, she's not been connected to her phone. She's got no source to connect to it. She may have battery, but it's not connecting.
That's what Adam's saying. It didn't connect to her cameras. He's saying it right now.
Okay, so here you go. This is the thing that I don't know what we need to find out the type of her device, because every single one of them, and I've checked on this, every technician has told me this. I asked extensively. When I went to the last visit, I asked again because I want to know, how is it possible that the doctor is not getting the report? The clinic, because you pay a monitoring fee for this, okay? So there's a company that just sits there and does nothing but monitor this. I get the random text messages. So they'll say, send a manual transmission. Only use manual transmissions when you're instructed by your doctor. But you have the capability to do it on your own. So I'm going to click start. And guess what happens? It tells me to wand this. It basically says, hold the magnet over your cardiac monitor and wait for the vibration. This may be the part where they're saying they can't.
They can't.
That may be. So when I sat there and played it over and over, that may be. But I would still think that if you have the UDI number and you have the serial number, and all they have to do is change it. So in other words, I didn't want that. It says manual transmission not complete. If you exit, you'll need to start over. Wow. So on her phone, or whoever has her phone, it's going to do the exact same thing. But the one thing that they have the capability to do that no one else has is to change those settings. So in other words, I did nothing. It says my monitor is up to date.
Ghost, what do you have to say about this?
does the battery itself have a connection to Wi-Fi that connects to cell phone towers?
Yes.
Okay, so basically it doesn't matter if the Bluetooth or Wi-Fi on the phone was off.
Mm-hmm. That's what
Yes,
that's what
that
it
is
sounds
what-
like.
Yes. And I kept playing with mine just to see the other day, because I'm like, before I say this, I really want to make sure, you know, like that's exactly what I kept thinking. There is a couple things in there in her device. When you look at her app, there's another thing. Certain devices, I never signed up for the extra app,
Mhm.
but there's another app in there that links to her doctor that they have on their phone, and they just, so when I'm saying you just change the setting to Wi-Fi or change the setting to
Mhm.
Bluetooth,
Mhm.
you can do both. You can have them, like me, when I didn't want to get those, I clicked both of them on. So no matter where I'm at, it's going to connect Bluetooth or Wi-Fi.
So let me sum this up. So basically, Creations, is what you're saying is that if it's outside, if it's still working, you don't have your phone with you, it'll still work. They just can't get the readings from it when you don't have it with you. But then they can get the readings a different way. But what you're concerned about, or what I feel that you keep saying, and I'm getting this really well, is that you're confused why. This is what I'm getting. You tell me if I'm wrong or right. But
Okay.
you're confused that you don't understand why the doctor hasn't taken notice, said something. You don't understand why that company that monitors it.
There's a company that,
Mhm.
yes, ma'am. Yes,
got
ma'am.
I
Yes,
got
ma'am.
exactly what you're saying.
And you
Nate.
pay for that fee, and they monitor that, and they have an obligation and a commitment to me and my family to say,
I got
hey,
you.
I know where she's at. I know if she's okay. I know, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like I'm going to say like a GPS.
Mhm.
It's basically like I have a little GPS inside of me,
Mhm.
and it records everything. It records all the heartbeats. The only difference
I'll
in
be darned.
the pacemaker and what I'm wearing is basically, it's called like a loop recorder. It records all of the events. So every time I'm under stress, it records every single thing, palpitations, all AFib, all the different types of heart issues, right?
Mhm.
The only difference is in the pacemaker, it's a little bit larger. And when I say it's a little bit larger, it's probably, I don't know if you've ever seen actual devices. They're not very big, but then they have some
No.
little wires on them. And so
Yep.
those are what they use to jump when it says they can restart your heart, right? It shocks it, or it sends the signals. I'm going to say currency signals, whatever. It sends the signal. There's a part there when I heard someone say it, and I knew that JLR was really working on it, and I knew Juice was working on it. I knew Alex was on. Those three were on it. And I knew they were, because things had started coming out about the time frames. And I knew that I kept hearing that something along the lines that at 2:28, that's when it disconnected. Well, when they say it disconnected, what did it disconnect from? It disconnected from the Bluetooth. Maybe the authorities don't know this either. Maybe they've not really contacted. It's kind of like what made me want to come on here and say this to you, Nikki, was because two things.
Mhm.
After listening to Chris, and he's made us aware of what people have been saying, that
Chris Madonna.
yes, Chris Madonna, I
Mhm.
praise him. Thank God for him every day. I thank God that he has an open heart, and that he's a good man, and he is just an all-around good person, speaking the truth in the public that we need.
Mhm.
The truth about the streamers. And it's not just streamers, truth about the people that care about Nancy. Where is Nancy? Why is everybody in our world care about Nancy, but people in her own.
And
Okay.
our people are getting in trouble for it.
Yes, ma'am. And
Which makes
not
it even a little bit more
suspicious.
unreal. Yeah, and suspicious, but makes it very unreal, because you can't quite understand, after speaking to someone that is 84 and what they would feel like. You just can't understand unless these guys have said something that is so close to fact that made some people in other areas a little nervous. I mean, that's the only thing that I keep going back to, only for the fact that, hey, Skorsky, hi, honey. But I keep going back to the fact that they're not really talking about this.
No, ma'am.
You don't really see them going to a heart doctor and getting everything explained to you.
the fact that there's a monitoring system that when I don't do my due diligence, lets me know, hey, you haven't swiped your monitor. Hey, you haven't gotten close to it. We don't know what's going on with you. Send a transmission.
What were we going to say, Ghost?
Is this connected to a lifeline?
Like, okay.
That's a great question. And you know why it's a great question? Because when people start to get older and they isolate and they tend to be by themselves, people wear those alerts for that reason, right? So that they have. I was informed because I rely on my watch, and I would rely on my watch. And then when my battery would go, I was freaking out because then how would my kids know? How would my husband know? How, so I say that for two reasons.
Okay.
It does kind of work like that because the monitoring system's job is to monitor that and let me know. And if
there's
not
somebody
me,
paying
who else is on the
attention
other? Who's on that paper that says, hey, if they're not doing their due diligence and they're isolating and they're hanging out by themselves, what's going on with that person's heart? Are they okay? So that goes back to the monitoring system. And you asked something else just a minute ago. Pikachu, I'm sorry. I sometimes ramble when
Pikachu will probably tell you again. He probably remembers.
Go, honey.
The Wi-Fi and the battery?
Okay, the Wi-Fi and the battery. So the two things with the battery. Battery, they need to find out what's her time length. Is it a 3-year, a 10-year, infinity? What's her time frame? What's the time frame on the battery? Because that would answer another question that people have.
But you don't know because you haven't heard from a doctor to give you a beginning, so you could get an end.
No,
Does
ma'am.
the battery itself have a Wi-Fi signal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I say that because he did say that it would record, because I wanted to know, like, say, for example, because I was doing both, my heart would either go really, really fast, palpitations, tachycardic, or really bradycardic. When mine was going in the 40s, it gets scary for me when I'm sleeping. Okay. So when your oxygen goes low, and this is why I'm saying this, because if you were unalived, I'm kind of thinking like along that process of if your heart's not pumping in and the device had to do what it's supposed to do, what it was designed to do.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
So, and you're probably not, you might not even know the answer to this, but I have to ask. So the gentleman that was kind of, he didn't have any hair, and he was in those people's driveway about an hour or two after. If I'm wrong, you please correct me, but I'm pretty sure it was a couple hours later. He had two backpacks. He had one that he held over the fence and then brought it back to himself.
Oh, there is a device in a backpack when they do the manual transmission.
This is what I'm asking. If you know.
Go, Nikki, go. You're on to something. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm thinking back to this man walking up these people's driveway, a couple cars. Ghost, do you know what I'm talking about, honey?
No, but keep going.
It was on January 11th.
He has
it was January 11th.
Yes,
and it was the photo that they showed with the fence and the two cars. There was two cars and a fence. Is that right, Nikki?
And their spotlight came on. And that made him turn because a light or something came on. But he was holding this backpack over this fence. And I was thinking to myself, is he trying to line up somebody's Wi-Fi or disconnect something? Or was he trying to drop the backpack down and decided against it? But I felt that was very odd.
Well, the device is used by this little box on the back. It's a magnet. Because they could have attached that to my phone, because this is just the phone that they give me. And when you turn it on, it's literally just an Android Galaxy, like
what I got, a Galaxy. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like a Galaxy A12 or something. Look, so these are some of the other options that I was going to show you that's actually in. I don't know if you can actually see those. Can you see those?
Yeah, I can see the list.
So basically it has on here your device details, but it also has a thing on here for security. It has a thing on here for display. So what you were just saying, Nikki, about what if someone had access to one of those type of devices? Let me tell you.
Because all he did, if you guys remember, is take the one, he had a backpack on his back, but all he did was take the one backpack and hold it over this fence line. And then bring it back over to himself because everybody thought he was going to drop it. I did. I'm not saying everybody. Me. I thought he was going to drop it. I was trying to figure out why he was holding it in the air. And I was like, what is he doing?
Well,
he's trying to get a signal or get rid of a signal.
this is where, now that you say that, I'm going to tell you why I was like, go, Nikki, go, you're onto something. Because when they interrogate this thing, remember I said I don't have it with me. They literally, the guys that come in from Boston Scientific come to my doctor's clinic with a backpack. They sit it down on a table and they run it.
Sheila has a picture and a screenshot of that. She just put on there. Go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
So they have a table and they bring that in. So when you're saying that backpack, Nikki, the reason why I'm going to tell you this apart, device administration apps was the last thing I wanted to share with you. And that's all I can share with what I know. It says, find my device. So if for some reason my device, this is for my doctor, okay? This is for the people to find me, to locate me. Find my device, allow find my device to lock or erase a locked device. And I would think this is admit. So it says device admin. I don't know. Can you see that, guys?
Yeah. It's your administration for your phone.
Yes, ma'am. And that's under my clinic. That's under the clinic part.
I'm like sitting here, just like, these are questions I've been wanting to ask for so long. And I have a friend's brother that has a pacemaker, and I've been wanting to just sit down with him and just peel his brain and just give me everything you know about them. Well, and this has been so, like, to me, it's been very exciting.
I have a question.
Go ahead, honey. Jump right in there.
When the phone was having connection issues with the heart device, is there an option to have someone notified?
Yes. Like what you were talking about, that alert. Yes.
Yes. So like a family member gets a phone call.
Yes.
And if the family member does not enter within a certain amount of time, first responder?
No, I think the way that when I did this device, there was a simple piece of paper like you would do for authorization to say, hey, this is my clinic, this is the clinic, this is the clinic number, who's my point of contact? If they can't contact me, who can they contact? You normally have like a next of kin on there that is authorized or you give permission to. So that there would go back to something that what you were saying. Okay, the backpack, Nikki. When the Boston Scientific people come in, they call it interrogating. They call it interrogating your recorder, interrogating your device. They can see everything. That's whenever, if I don't have the device, they're able to do it without me even being anywhere. I don't even have to have knowledge and they can do it. So that's the scary part. When you just said that and I was like, go, Nikki, go, you're onto something. I didn't even think about any of that. Swear, right hand, I
thought
swear.
about that. I've thought about that man since he did that. I've thought, where does he fit into this? Why the two backpacks?
So here, I'm going to go ahead and click
the fence.
I have never clicked this, but I'm going to go ahead and click it so that we can see it all together because I've never clicked that.
What is it that you're clicking, honey?
Okay, so basically where it says find my device. So in other words, let's just say some people are in on this. Let's just say there's some family members, maybe there's somebody who was close to her, someone she trusted that we just don't know. We'll just put it out there like that, right? Activated, it says activate device admin app. And so in other words, when I told you there's a screen on there that says find my device, activating the admin app will allow Google Play services to perform and follow a reset. Following these actions, erase all data, erase the phone's data without warning by performing a factory data reset.
Okay.
Change the screen lock, lock the screen, or disable some screen lock features. So all that person who has the possession of the device that is in control of the device that reports. So basically it reports everything and it does everything. It has those. I don't know if you can see, that's what it said.
I can see it, babe.
Okay.
You have it up close enough on that one. Thank you.
Okay. So here you go. See if so that's the feature that was in the admin.
Okay.
Hub.
Now I can see it.
So I'm going to click it.
Can you put it up one more time, honey?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Me see if I can hold. No, you're fine. Let me see if I can hold it on my knee and then.
I tried to move this so I could see it a little better.
There you go. So let me hold it up like this. Can you see it like that, Nikki?
Oh yeah, right there. Hold it right there. Find my device. Yep.
And that was in. So then when I clicked that, that's what came up. I've never seen that till just now. That's just walking through that part of it.
Oh yeah, that's a
But
great
I have a-
vision
I
of
have a
it. Does
question.
anybody got that on the screen?
I have a question.
Screenshot.
If you go back,
Okay. And this I found under those security settings when I told you, these are the other security type settings that I don't ever play with or mess with because.
Mhm.
Okay, so then I'll click the other. So basically, when you were asking about agents and people advanced, there is a
Yeah.
part on here like for credentials. Mine is not on there because ultimately it just listed who they need to
Okay,
call.
these 101 says, let's see. Oh no, they're laughing about something mine. I thought that do you think something could have jammed if they had a jamming signal? If they had a signal jammer, like we were talking about a couple nights ago, if they had a signal jammer, it would stop that, wouldn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But the battery would still be going. It would still be reporting to where? The clinic.
So what would be the significance of a signal jammer if you can't really stop where the information goes?
You can't.
Or you stop, excuse me. So
Well, you could if you
let me
destroy it.
ask you this. So if it was removed and they had to dismantle it, get rid of it, smash it, get rid of it, destroy it.
Right.
The battery's still going, but the battery smashed too at this point. But as they've taken it out, so it's still reading to somebody, even though it's a signal jammer is jamming it.
Let me tell you something. I think I want to go back to what you said about the backpack.
Okay.
I'm going to put a synopsis out there. One of these theories. I'm a crazy YouTuber. I'm going to put a theory out here. Okay. My theory is you just brought light to something that I had not thought to. And I've been thinking about this the whole time, Nikki.
Adam says this is why we all have to get together.
That individual that was there on the 11th. What if he brought that type of device that does the reset and the refactory of this? And guess what? This is useless and it's no more. And the only thing that they can get from the clinic.
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm digging.
And that is something that, you know who could answer that? Maybe people that are in the cardiac world, cardiologists. Cardiologists have all the knowledge. So if we start. Well, Savannah should be asking her cardiologist, look, there's a monitoring system. Why didn't someone report when my mom's stuff stopped reporting or where was the last time that it was?
Let me add something to that part. Her mom's missing. She's stressing. She's got work. She's got all these things going, whether you like her or don't like her.
No,
she's not here in this vicinity.
Yes.
So that may have not have come across her mind. Honey.
No, and she may not even know these things is what I'm thinking. Nikki.
Very well possible.
To give her the best, and I have no dogs in the hunt. I mean, Savannah, I feel like Savannah's the least of any of them that would know anything, to be honest with you. I feel like she has a job and a profession, like you said, in a family. And when people do that, they're not always involved as much,
exactly.
So that's why there just may be some things that she doesn't know. Or let's just say maybe they did put the sniffers in the sky and maybe they already know all this. And maybe that's when they started talking about the, I did see something a while back and it was
put the helicopters in the sky before this gentleman put the backpack over the wall. I'd have to go back and look at my notes. Does anyone know the answer to that?
That's a good question.
If those were already up and already tried before that gentleman put that second backpack over that wall. Anybody seen it? I'm waiting to see if anybody will put anything down in the chat. Anybody know an answer to that question? Because it's real interesting, and I have to go dig through my notes. I could find it, but it would take me some time. I have a date and a time, I'm sure, down. But the 11th, I don't know. What do you guys think? Anybody?
And it
was before that. Look, okay, Mel believes that it was before that guy did the backpack thing over the wall, but it was the same day. It was the same evening, Mel. That he walked. Remember, it was a couple hours the next day, and that's when they caught him. Am I right? I believe I am. I think that was like on the 2nd or the 3rd.
That was after she was gone?
Yes, because that's when we all started talking about the second backpack. It's when they showed that other gentleman on that other porch with the archways that had the blanket over him. Do you remember that?
Okay, I totally forgot all about that.
It's
all
about that time. It's in that group because they showed us that guy, and then this guy came out of nowhere.
So what if he was disconnecting it or resetting it after the fact?
That's what I'm asking, and that's why I was asking what I was
okay, so something that you just brought up in that fact is if they really are using the timestamp of the pacemaker, because I now see them saying pacemaker where they wasn't saying pacemaker before.
Exactly.
They know the pacemaker stopped at 228 and they documented it pacemaker 228. So that would make better sense, Nikki. Then you go back and look at those video footages because guess what? That could be the reason as I don't, obviously you can reset the whole thing like as if it was not.
And in that backpack that he held over the wall in those people's backyard, it wasn't full. It had like a swing at the bottom of the backpack, like something was just at the bottom, but wasn't in any parts other than just the bottom of the backpack.
Well,
it was one of those backpacks that looked lopsided kind of.
That's the device that they use I'm going to say it's fairly small. It's like maybe the size of a small register. Like it would look like maybe like a little small kid's register. The size of the perimeter of the register. That would be
something in the backpack that would hold the bottom.
It just has some little cords to it that they plug up to them, and then it just records all the data. And not just that, they also can reset your device at that time. So in other words, let's say my device is malfunctioning, I'm having issues, it's not recording, and then I get it interrogated. So we'll just say, for example, my doctor says one thing and I say another because my watch tells me something other, right? We'll use that as an example. And so in order to get that transparency resolved, they would have to reset they can reset it there with that type of device. And so guess what? It would show what they need it to show. So what if it really wasn't 228? What
if that really was a little register in that backpack with a jammer at the same time? Then it would make sense why the backpack was only heavy on the bottom and not throughout the top part of the backpack. From the middle to the top, it was, like somebody carries a backpack and they only have something at the bottom. It looked like that because the backpack on his back was full.
Well, it does have a little weight to it. Like I said, it was probably the size of a small register. It's very small, like I'm keep saying like a cash register, a very small little cash register.
That is so interesting to me because that backpack only had something at the bottom of it and it was heavy enough to weight it down.
And then I wanted to ask you one more thing. One more thing I wanted.
And we can have somebody else on. Sure. Sue
Ellen.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Okay, go ahead.
I'm just going to say Pooh Ellen.
Okay.
I've seen all these things that they've done and the injustice that they've done to these individuals who've actually spent days and hours and time just being there documenting, which you would think they'd be thankful for because the FBI can use those documents and these videos and these details and thinking outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
And you have an individual there who lives in the neighborhood, who is not being supportive of even trying to find Nancy Guthrie, but yet cares enough to take down everybody's license plate and do the things that she was doing to all of the, I'm going to call them independent journalists, because that's how I choose to see everyone. They are independent. They have an opinion. They have a voice. They matter and they care. And they have no dog in the hunt other than they want justice for Nancy.
That's right.
So why is it okay that they get cited and they have to have money raised to defend themselves because they're guilty until proven innocent instead of innocent until proven guilty? And then the second part is she has openly admitted that she destroyed the cactus. She put the rocks there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just so happy at Alex. He handled himself so professionally. He was wonderful. He was polite. He was all of the things that he needed to be, and he did everything. But he also did his due diligence. So I want to know, when is Sue Ellen getting cited? When is she going to have charges? When does the people get to have a voice on what we think about her? What the people have seen, not her allowing to be, when I'm going to say discriminatory. She's discriminatory towards certain independent journalists. It's been very open, and I'm just going to say it like it is. I didn't like how she treated Juice, and I'm going to say she didn't treat Juice that way because of his color. And I don't like it. And I don't like her, Because you want to know something? She doesn't treat certain other, and they're not even independent journalists. They think they're better than other journalists, and I'll leave it at that. And they are more entitled, or they're more informed, or they're more educated. Well, who says so? You say so? The rest of the world don't agree with it. The rest of the world don't agree with it. So I want to know, I want to know your feelings on that. Like, why is she not getting signed?
I like that you're even bringing that part up. I like that that's something that bothered you. Yes. I like that it's something that you paid attention to, because the more we pay attention to the injustice in the world, we can start spotting it even ahead of time. We can even start kind of knowing information by people's actions. And if we pay attention to their actions and not necessarily what comes out of their mouth, because you can say anything you want, it's what you're doing. And so if we just did it off of that, I'm not going to make excuses, but I am going to be fair.
Yes, ma'am.
She's 84 or 80, whatever.
Yes, ma'am. And that was my next part. What if she's sick? What if she's ill? And what if she needs care?
So when you get to be, and this, I'm just going to throw it out there for you guys. I'm not going to just make it sugarcoated. When you get older like that, and you're in your 80s, and which is going to happen to a lot of us, hopefully I am going to get there. I hope and pray you all get there and get to experience it. But the thing about it is that when you're in your 80s or older like that, 75 up, you can get urinary tract infections. Yes. You can get so many things that infect your body at that age.
Yes.
That actually can mess.
So want a well check. Let's get her well checked. Let's care about her. Let's care about her.
Son, what I think it is, and this is like, I'm spitballing here. What I think it is, because I've been in trouble with somebody that came after me about her. Okay. So I'm trying to be as politically correct, I guess, as you could be, because I don't want to make anybody mad, but I want to be honest. And I think that she also is somebody that doesn't have much to do.
I mean, that's understandable. I mean, all of the things you say, I can
said it and I meant it, and I'm sorry that I'm not trying to.
No, and you want to know something? Maybe in her own way, she thinks she is doing something good. Because there were times where, in her own way, she may be thinking she is. But let's just say the fact that there was a vengeance there, or there was an intent there. Okay, even if she's sick. I love the elderly. Like, one of the things I very first told you, my two things, is the elderly and children.
Yes.
The elderly and children, you come in this world like a baby, you leave this world like a baby, and you need to be protected both times.
But you know, we haven't, this is just me. We haven't seen a lot of people at her place other than us. We see her leave, on people's cameras. We see her leave a lot. Okay. But we see her come back and be by herself again. And then we see her come outside by herself, and we see her doing all this. So I'm not telling anyone that they're not doing something properly, but maybe people aren't involved in her life right now that should be, and should be checking on their mother, their auntie, whoever this person is, to them. But
there's people that should be caring that's not caring.
Absolutely. So to me, she doesn't have enough going on because they're not involving her enough in their lives. So she's got a lot of time on her hands to watch her cameras, to look out her window, to go out the back. I mean, all anybody has to do is go watch an 80-some-year-old for about 10 minutes, watch their dynamics and their characteristics and how they do things. And if you sit somebody in their driveway right now, they're going to freak out.
Yeah.
I mean, my mother called me because someone's moving van was sitting a hair into her driveway. What should I do? What should I do?
Good for her. Good for her.
But the thing about it is that she's only asking me because she wants
attention.
Yes. And she wants them to move something. She wants to have something to say in her neighborhood.
Okay.
That's what it is. It's the right to, when you get older, it's the right to say, this is mine.
Yes.
And I don't want you in it. And you get older and you do get that way. You can get
I call it
not
cantankerous.
fidgety, but you
Cantankerous.
can get
Yes.
cantankerous. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm not slamming anybody. I have one. I'm not slamming anybody's. I'm just going off of the characteristics that I know goes on.
Okay.
And Mary, you're always welcome to talk to me and ask me anything. Why don't you come on up, Mary? Mary Leo, come on up. Come talk to me. You don't even have to turn your camera on. You can come right up and talk to us, honey. But it's just one of those things, you know, that it's just, I just think when we get older, people just don't pay attention enough, you know, or we're missing out.
Oh,
because
for sure.
our son might not even live in that area.
Well, for
You know
sure.
what I-
People get busy with their lives. They have full lives and they don't
It's
even mean it
true.
intentionally. It happens. It's part of life.
It
does
happens to
happen. It does
people
happen.
with cancer too.
You know,
People forget when
That's-
you are fighting for so many years as I am, people forget that you're fighting cancer. They look at you and they say, my gosh, you look great. They think everything is fine,
I know it all too
but they
well.
don't know what's going on inside.
Yes, ma'am. You appear
And
fine
it's-
on the outside, but you're not. You're holding it together,
And
surviving.
that's how older people do, because they want to steal people to tell them they're strong and they're smart and they do know some of the things they're talking about. You know,
But what about
they're-
Nanos? What about the sheriffs? The sheriffs that came and arrested the sheriffs
That's
that went
spite.
to Alex's house. You know what I mean?
It's out of spite, honey. It's out of
yeah,
spite.
it's just-
Because, and these are all just my opinion, and I'm reading people is what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm basically reading what I get from people. And I think that gentleman is highly confused about how far this has gone. And I think maybe in hindsight back there, he thought that they could all take care of it.
Mhm.
That they had a good enough crew on the sheriff's department to take care of it. But unfortunately, the groups got dismantled, as we've heard. He had some great detectives on some different,
Yes.
the homicide squad, this squad.
I did see some of those on Brian Eaton, and
But
I did
he
see some of them.
dismantled them all. So you
Yes.
couldn't go, hey, I need the homicide squad out here. I need everybody to run it. You couldn't do that because you only had a couple that were some in other departments.
Right. Right.
That's how I see it.
okay.
And I see it as very sad. And I think
Yes.
that's a place, instead of being a place that all ages live at that particular place, it probably should have been a senior living neighborhood. And it probably should have had some gates. And it probably should have had some security on either end like they do in Las Vegas and a lot of places. It
That-
probably should have had that.
Yes, that's the part of the well check. If anything that I get out of that, and I concur with you on all of it, Nikki, and I know you try to be compassionate and considerate at all at all levels, and I commend you. I commend you for that. I commend you for that. I really.
But
do.
I do support my friend Alex. I do support
Yes.
all my friends out there. They've been nothing but the most gracious gentlemen to me, including Adam, including Shibby, including all of them.
Yes.
It's been nothing but Juanita. She's been
Yes, a godsend.
and I
Yes.
wouldn't know D. You know, so we all come together for all kinds of reasons. And whether you believe it or not, somebody's working back there. Somebody's working to make us all come together.
The higher, yes. Yes.
And I don't
maybe-
want to, I'm not looking for an award and I'm not looking for a reward and all that stuff. That's not what it
Yes.
is. I'm only trying to figure this out because in my mind, they've left us hanging in so many different areas. And I think when we sit together like this, we have a chance to figure some things out or at least put our heads together.
Right. At
No,
least put it out there. Just
More
thinking
heads
outside the
together
box.
are stronger than just one. Because
Yes,
if one
ma'am.
person's coming up with an idea, then Ghost is telling us, hey, what about this? Or you're saying, well, what about this? Or somebody's saying, what about this? It makes us all turn our heads and go, hey, yeah, what about that?
Yes. Yes.
You know, because we want to know. And I think all of us are kind of in that category where we want to know. So I love you and I appreciate everything that you even.
I enjoyed speaking with you tonight. thank you so much for having me on. Thank you for at least allowing me to share that. So
Are
now
you
have
kidding
it,
me?
and
You
got
shared
it,
with
so,
all of us, and we didn't
yes.
have any idea. I think a lot of us didn't know. You know, the lowdown of what can really transpire from having that machine not having your phone with you and different things.
Well, I wish you the best, and I love you, and I love all your people,
you,
and I love the people behind the scenes. I'm gonna
I
get
love
out.
them.
And good night, Pikachu. It was nice seeing you, and
Love you.
thank you. I love you too. Bye bye, Nikki.
Thank you for being here. Anytime, honey. Anytime.
Bye bye.
Anytime. I'm just gonna go real quick to the chat, and then you think of about what you're gonna say next, Ghost, because I'm gonna be ready for you. Melly Mel, Lena, hi again, honey. 101, great job, sweetheart. Yeah, it was great to have her on there. Very interesting, and I think we are probably one of the first that have had something like that. So that just honors me. Ghost Pikachu, you seem deep in thought, and they want to know what your thought is. You're deep in thought, my friend Ghost. What do you think?
I'm wondering if they found her body.
I've been wondering that because of a lot of the silence, a lot of the not reporting on things, arresting the fellas. I kind of thought it then. When they came out and did that, I thought it then. I thought, are you doing this because you know the answers? Go ahead. Sorry, honey. Go.
Is there a death certificate?
You do have to file those within a certain amount of time. I do know that personally. That's a very good question. Very good question.
And this is another thing. If they did find the body before the arrest started, can those arrests be invalid due to miscommunication? That's what I'm wondering.
You have a really good question. You have a really good statement and question. I think, this is just I think, these are I thinks. Possibility. I mean, it could go either way. Yeah. They could and they could not. You know what I mean? But I think that they got citations and arrested, I thought, because they had the answers to the case, and that they didn't want anybody else out there in case they had to go back into the house. That's what I thought. But it was a guess for me, you know. I wasn't sure, you know, but I did think.
I also think the streamers were getting too close to something.
That's me. Oh, Ghost, we think
very close.
Me too.
And this is the why. I feel this is why the threats and how everyone is acting.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, keep going. Keep going. You're doing great. I think you're on to something right there, because I think so too, honey. I think so too. Hey, you got Skavorski. Yay! Calm down.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, honey. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I had a snack.
Good. I'm glad you had a snack. Didn't you think that was interesting?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Sticker.
Oh my. It gives us some real different looks at.
I have a question, Nikki.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else that wants to take my spot? I can leave.
I've been just waiting, honey. I've not asked anybody to take it because I've just been waiting for someone to come on. It's out there, so they can come anytime. If you're ready to get off, it's whatever you want to do, dear.
Okay,
I'm lucky enough that you're my guest.
Okay.
So whatever you want to do, nobody has pressured me to want to come up. It's just us right now, you know? And what are you thinking about some of the stuff we're talking about tonight about the backpack guy holding the backpack over the wall? And could that have been those little register in there for the pacemaker? Could it had the jammer in there? Is that why? To see up against someone's Wi-Fi? I don't know. I'm just spitballing. Whatever you think. What do you think? Gaborski, what do you think, darling? Go think. Do you remember seeing that guy, you guys? He was bald. There was cars. It was the middle of the night, and he had backpack on his back. He had a blue jacket on and blue, like they look like cargo pants, or blue, like like cargo pants. And he held a second backpack over a wall. And he held it there for a second. Now, I thought he was going to drop the backpack. But
I must have missed it because I don't remember.
He pulled it back over the wall. He pulled it back over the wall, and then he walked off with the backpack in hand and the other one on his back.
I don't remember any of that.
It was right at the beginning. Does any of you guys in the chat remember that? I know Adam might remember it if he's still there, but it was very early on, and it was right around the time they found the gentleman on the white porch or stucco porch, and it had the little arches on the porch, and he went down like this into a camera, and he had a blanket on or a sheet or something. And the eyes, and that's what everybody was looking at to see if it was the same eyes as the person on the porch.
I don't remember any of
It had something to do with it. Okay, this is from Christy Harry. Christy says it had something to do with it. She said it's not a coincidence. Thank you, Christy, because I didn't think so either. I just thought he was part of that, but I couldn't figure out what part, if he was the one that was supposed to get rid of things, if he was,
I'll be back.
No problem. He's a BRNB. Be right back. But so it's just one of those things that's always kind of sat with
Hold
me.
on, my audio's messed up.
Oh, well, it's just me until Skoborski comes back. You do remember Adam? Thank you. Somebody remembers. Yay. Yeah, and I don't see, he was doing something. He has something to do with it. It's been sitting there with me for so long. But what? What could he have been doing? Could it have been in the bottom of his backpack? Because it had a swell at the bottom, like when you put everything in your bag and it just sinks all the way to the bottom, and it's not full enough to fill the middle or the top.
I don't know. There's something that I noticed in that door cam video, though, that I've always tried to bring up.
Tell us.
If you watch the video, like as he's walking away, to go like look or find something to whatever the heck he's doing.
Okay.
When he turns around, like, I've worn backpacks so much.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we all have, but
yeah.
You can see it like shift, like there's weight in it. You know what I mean? So when he leans down like that, you can totally see the backpack like shift over like that. And I don't think it would have did that if he just had like soft, like some kind of blanket or something in there. You know what I mean? I think it had some kind of something in there had weight to it.
So do you think he had cleaning products and or a tent, or do you think he just had the stuff to clean up after what Richard told us yesterday about the tents? Because go ahead.
No offense to anything that was said yesterday.
No, absolutely. You're just filling it around.
But I feel like the fact that none of us know what the inside of that house looks like, we can just sit here and speculate that the fact that they reported that there's blood right on the inside of the door and that there's blood right on the outside of the door makes me feel like if there was any kind of cleanup job, sure wasn't good. You know what I mean? Like that would have been cleaned up, So I don't know. Like, to be honest with you, I'm kind of like in a bummed mood about the case right now
I'm
because
sorry.
even though we all kind of like know in our hearts in a way, like, you know,
Yeah, I know.
the news that came out today about them actually saying what was in the ransom note and stuff
What do you think
about her
about that?
about her being out in nature, you know?
Do you
Like,
think it's Mexico or do you think it's the lake?
I don't know, but it made me feel bad. I watched that clip of Savannah getting really emotional on the Today Show, and I like actually cried watching her because I think she genuinely
Yep.
was seriously begging people to just tell her where she's at. You know, it's all
But
she
how
wants to
can
know,
people
man.
tell her? Like, what my cross with that is, I think you're right about everything you just said, except for the part about her calling in on Alex, and there's a FOIA for that.
What you mean?
And
I don't even know what y'all are talking about.
so
I was eating a boiled egg earlier.
She
Sorry.
called. This was earlier today.
Okay.
So apparently this is just me saying it, but apparently she called and she was one of the people to make a complaint about Alex. So
Really?
that FOIA, yes, was sent away and it came back. So I haven't been able to hear everything that she said in it, but it is the 911 call. And so, or a call to the police. And so my thing is you're contradicting yourself. If you want help, you want help, but you're trying to dictate the kind of help that you want. So you're not happy with them sitting out there talking about your mom, watching the memorial, trying to figure out the next step to go to. You don't like that. So that's what you call and complain on. But it's okay if they're moving around and doing what you want them to do or what you think is valid for them to do. Well, I have some news for you. Early on, and I know there's a lot of people besides me, but early on, Alex was the only searcher. Let's get that straight.
Yeah.
Alex was the only searcher.
Okay, so I'm gonna say
you have to take that into consideration. Sorry.
No, it's okay. My own speculation then, if that's the truth, you know.
Him and Tay-Tay, excuse me.
Okay. Then they're passing judgment on him.
Yep.
They're looking at him I've been around lots of people. I worked in the music industry, so you can't judge a book by its cover.
No.
You know, you can't judge somebody by how many tattoos they have on them or any of that stuff.
I love you for saying that. Thank you, honey.
And I know that Alex is probably just a big old teddy bear, you know, like when it comes down to it, I'm sure that he will go fisticuffs with somebody if he has to, you know.
And they're all saying
the man's already he's already done his time. He doesn't want to, you know, and that's exactly why when those guys were grabbing on him.
What's he doing to deserve time? He's teasing a neighbor. He's talking in his camera, saying things that he knows will be triggering to the people that are watching him that are not being honest about watching him and using their streams. Then they come flying out on their cars with, you know, we're here to talk to you. You know, well,
she probably just literally I don't know. This is just me speculating, all right? Because I'm just used to people passing judgment on people all the time. But she probably saw the clip of him standing out there and just looked at him and was like, what the heck is this guy doing? You know what I mean? Like something like that. And just, you know, and then just started, and then the Sue Ellen person, like, who knows? Is she friends with the family or something like that? You know,
not
or like
that I know of.
She might even be that busybody person that just annoys everybody anyway.
But why did she admit? She admitted to putting this stuff down below. So
she's that person. She's a busybody.
So you're telling me that it's okay to live by human. I'm going to say it again. It's okay to live by human feces or feces of any sort and cactuses that are strung across, and it looks so unattractive. It stinks. It looks terrible. And you want your neighborhood to look great. Why are you doing that? And that's okay to live with, but a couple guys isn't. Why wasn't there communication and better communication? Like I said before, why wasn't everybody talking and had a reasonable conversation about diameters and boundaries and all that good stuff? Why?
Because Nikki, nobody thinks ahead like that. You know, everybody gets so caught up in their own little world, and that, like, I bet you that neighborhood, wherever that lady is, you know,
Yeah.
I forget what everybody's been calling her, not her actual name, but
yeah,
she probably is that woman, you know, that walks around in the neighborhood and pays attention to everything, and is, you know, hey, I saw so and so over there looking at your roses, you know.
Yep,
and the person
I
that's
think
sitting
so.
there pruning their roses is probably like, okay, you know, like, probably doesn't even care. But she probably makes such a stink in that neighborhood that everybody just kind of like, oh my gosh, all right, you know. And then here comes Alex,
Yeah.
you know, doing his
And
thing.
don't get me wrong,
And
I know
he's not-
everybody makes mistakes. I know I make mistakes every time I probably breathe. But what I'm saying is, are the mistakes or what she thinks justifying what they're doing? Is one equaling the other?
yeah.
If someone bothered you on a street and they've been there for so long, do you think arresting them it equals your irritation? Is arresting someone? Is that what we do now when we're irritated and not happy about something? We just call and have them arrested? Those things need to be talked about, and those people need to be held responsible for some of the things that they've done. You can't just hold one section of people responsible for something, and because you're irritated or the neighbor's irritated, you have to have people arrested. You have to go to such an extreme. That just sounds very above board. I mean, not above board, but above the board. Excuse me, not above board, but above the board.
No, but you got it right. They're bored because they went
They're
off there and
just,
did that.
I'm not understanding as a person that is, I find myself to be one of the most understanding people I know. And I mean, for anything. And this, I can't understand. No, I can't make sense of it. I can't make sense of it. And I can't make sense of you being irritated. But the best thing that you can come up with is to have somebody arrested. That's it's beyond. And I said it earlier that I hope I'm not, you know, saying anything out of just being honest. And there's a possibility that possibly you're right, and that she doesn't have enough going on. So she's able to look out her window all the time. She's able to look at her cameras all the time. You guys know people like this. I mean, for gosh sakes, I'm old enough. I know Bewitched. I know when Gladys Kravitz did her thing.
Yeah.
And there is those people that don't have enough to do. And so their neighborhood is there to do. Their neighbors, their neighborhood, that's what they talk about. That's what they consider as important, you know, and their way is the only way. And when you get older, and I'm not, no disrespect, Mom, no disrespect. I have aunts and uncles that are all still living, but you get set in your ways. I'm sorry. You do kind of get set in your ways when you get older. You think possibly your word should be the end all be all of the conversation sometimes, you know, and it's just an age thing because you guys have all heard this. I've been on this earth for 50, 60 years. Are you kidding me? I know more about, I've heard many older people say that in their life, you know, that they've lived long. So they should know and they understand and everything's, you know, but it's not true. It's true that you lived long and you should get multi-respect for that. But it's also true that you may not be up on what's really going on.
No.
Only if you're listening to KVOA, you probably aren't getting much information out there.
Well,
you're probably just taking it into your own hands in some respects.
I don't know if you saw what was it? Chris McDonough had a short, or not a short, but just like a video that he put up.
Okay.
The other day, I think it was yesterday, or the day before.
Wait, did I see it?
It was before he did his.
I think I saw it. It was a short. Is he in the car or something in the short?
He was sitting like a golf cart or something.
Yeah, I did see it.
Where he said that they weren't doing their job. The news station, he was like, the journalists aren't doing their jobs, and the YouTube streamers are out there. Like, he was giving credit to the YouTubers. He really was. You know, and saying, like, you know, these these journalists are supposed to be asking tough questions. They're supposed to be holding their feet to the flame and all that stuff, you know, and they're not doing anything, you know. And it's like, is this some kind of political thing? Is it, you know, like,
it's a good question that if it is that, and it is a political thing, because this could go very deep. You know, I listened really carefully last night at Adam and Richard, and then I have it back on my TV because I wanted to rewatch it, because I know there's a couple things I probably missed, so I want to see it. Risky story will change your mind. Some people deserve jail. Okay, Blue Cats, I got you.
Where's she at? Oh yeah. I got something I could tell you.
Let's do it.
This is.
And I'm going to try to invite somebody up with us if they'll come. Okay.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
Do.
No, you go, hon. I'm just doing my little copy and paste.
I'm trying to navigate back to, I'm using my laptop at the same time so I can see what people are saying in the chat.
Good. Saying that they love you?
yeah. Well, maybe.
You're very well liked, honey. You're very well liked. People really like having you on.
Well, I try to be as entertaining as I can, but also like as true as I can, you know,
you need to be
as I can.
Yeah. And that's me. You know, I will joke in a minute with you, but I have to keep it real too. I have to keep it 100, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to be careful because I don't want to be disrespectful to an elder. You know, I don't want to go out of my way and talk bad about somebody that's in it, but she has caused a lot of mess in that neighborhood. And that's what I was talking about earlier, that older people can have connections. And
that's what I forgot.
Yes, go ahead. Hi, Ghost. I'm glad you came back, sweetheart.
What's up, Ghost?
Ghost is reaching out for something. Did you hear it? You got a hello.
Is he on?
Yeah, he's on, honey.
Okay.
Yeah. There he is. Here, let me turn this a little bit. There, you guys can hear each other better. Okay, go ahead, honey. You tell.
No, I nothing for now. But okay. Well, I mean, anyways, for the hell of it, I bought this from the store.
Do you see that?
The kit, the murder kit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What?
That's one of them, like, investigative things?
Yeah, I bought 3 of them.
Oh, yeah?
You did?
So I'm going to be doing it on my stream.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
Yeah, it's going to be some forensics on the stream.
I love it. That you're going to give some, you're going to show why you work. So you're going to show it as you go.
Yeah. Well, I can do it.
Yeah, I love that, though. I love that you're letting people know that they can check some things out sometimes for themselves on some levels.
Yeah.
And I like that. Yeah, see, Sherry said, wow, that's great. Like, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see, Adriana, are we talking about a long driveway? How big is SC's driveway? It's not very long.
Whose driveway?
SC Southeast. She's at the top.
Yeah, gotcha.
I always say SE because I'm trying to keep it. I just try to be as respectful, you know, as I can, I guess.
So
no, Patriot Pride's right there.
Oh,
he just said, I'm here. He's like Dee Dee. They kind of do their stuff in the back, and then they're just kind of letting us, and then they pop.
So I'm just gonna say this real quick because Blue was out. Blue still here?
Blue is here
in the chat. Okay, so I was on, Dee Dee's stream the other night.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
We were up really late, but we were talking about some stuff with me and a friend of mine, and it's my best friend that I've had since I was 15, and I'm moving in with her probably in like a month or two if everything goes right for the commute, because we're still trying to figure that out, because she's in Virginia and I'm in Florida, and we're trying to figure out the most cost-effective way to do it. But essentially she had a court date today with her husband, who is psycho and has put her through absolute heck for like the past, I don't even know how much. It's been about at least like 8 years or so, and it got really, really bad though in the past like year and a half, to the point where he had a psychotic break, and he started calling himself like a second messiah. Because they're religious, but he took it to a whole other level. He took it to the kind of level of manipulation and using scripture in the wrong way and all this other kind of stuff. And I'm not going to go into all this religion thing, but I just want to say like the background of why he went cuckoo, and he's mentally unstable, whatnot. And it started to get to the point where he was trying to get her to recruit people to slowly, almost kind of like the LDS stuff, but like worse. And she's not even like that, she's just a Christian, she reads her Bible and, whatever. But anyway, it's been going on as long as it's been bad. It's really bad. And then, so they had a court date today because she had a protection order against him, and it's for 2 years, and they're still married, and he violated a protection order by contacting her, by texting her and texting me, like all this stuff. And he posts all these really crazy videos on Instagram and YouTube and all this stuff all the time. Court. They go to court today, and he lies in court. They have proof that he was lying. He lies to the judge even. He didn't even, when they were even asking him, do you swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? He repeated it back to the judge, but he wouldn't answer yes. You know what I mean? Like the judge kept asking him, are you going to answer? And then so anyway, he got arrested. They arrested him. Wow. They threw him in jail, and he was supposed to have a $1,500 bond. And at the last minute, they had another person review it, and the judge revoked the bond. Because they think he's a danger to her and stuff. And I went on, she got home, she called me, she was like, it's done, he's been arrested and everything, this and that. But later on, I went and I found his mugshot, and he looks so scary and so mean and angry in the mugshot. And she's just like so scared because
he looks so mean and scary and angry.
And she's worried that when he gets out, you know what I mean? Like,
I can't imagine it.
She's never been that kind of terrified and scared, and I know I can't necessarily protect her or anything, but it's just frustrating when you're on like different sides of the law. You know what I mean? Like the law is supposed to help and protect you, and they have evidence of things that he's done to her and done to her kids, and they still keep just going through the motions, well, we got to do this, and we have to file this, and we have to do that, instead of doing what should be done and put him away somewhere, like in a mental facility. Because when I say he's cuckoo, I mean like he's for real cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, like not in a good way at all. And it's very scary. And
he hasn't been to Arizona lately, has he?
I don't know, actually.
Funny, I'm like, hey, if he's that scary and stuff, I'm like, has he been to Arizona?
I honestly don't know, but I just was very happy that that happened, and then he got, you know, handcuffed and put away in jail, and it was a good feeling. And the reason that I brought this up, I guess, is because when I talked to her today before I had my break at like 7 o'clock this evening, and when I talked to her today, it's the first time I've heard her sound like the way she always was. Like for the past year, she's been like just like scared and like on edge and like wanting to look over her shoulder every 5 seconds. I mean, he never even let them leave the house. Never. He would deadbolt the doors and make them stay inside the house all day long. He would make them put their noses up against the wall and scream at them like they were, you know, prisoners and stuff.
You don't own another person. That's what people get it so screwed up. When we get married and we have a significant other, yeah, you marry the person and you become one. That's what they say. But it doesn't give you the right to lock somebody in rooms, to hold somebody against their will, not let them go outside, not let them go where they want, because obviously the person you married is an adult, correct? So why wouldn't you let them? It's not your child. You're not marrying a child, you're marrying an adult, and you have to treat him as such because you want that same respect back, or do you not? And you end up having people that loathe you and don't want to even look at you because you've abused them in every sort of the imagination. So how could you ever think that they could get back to knowing you from yesteryear and who you really were? Doesn't work that way. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. You have to have mutual respect. You have to. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't know the exact, like, whatever the line from, I think it's Elations or something like that, but it's something, you know, the woman serving the man kind of thing or whatever, and that's our purpose or whatever. So that was what he always was, you know, like brainwashing about and stuff. And I mean, it's not so cut and clear.
Right. If you go into the next chapters, it's to serve means to be served. It doesn't mean to be a servant. It means to have mutual respect for your husband. Because back in the day, the husband went and were the bread makers. So they went and made the money. You know what I mean? And the woman stayed home with the children. That was yesteryear. So for you to come home and expect that wife or your significant other to cook for you and make sure you have a meal after you've just worked however many hours, that was how it started back in the day. You guys know that. You guys have watched Leave It to Beaver and everything. It was that way. The wife was to make sure the food was ready, dinner was ready, dad came home. They didn't even share their beds. See? They had separate beds. Remember those days? That's Lucy and Ricky. Leslie, yeah. Lucy. You know, they didn't share beds either. I mean, it's just the way things, and sometimes you get stuck in the old ways. And sometimes that's what you think. But the problem is with the old ways, you still have to have respect. That's I guess like people forget. The whole reason why I brought it up though was just I'm just happy. I'm just happy for her that, you know, I'm happy for her. And the next step is she's getting a divorce, you know. So that's the next step. Divorce, and then, you know, and the good thing is because she's got that protection order for 2 years, the judge already said she doesn't even need to get a lawyer for the divorce. He'll just sign it. And it'll be done just like that. I love those kind of judges. Yeah, me too. Yeah, they see wrong for wrong and right for right. I love that it's clear, it's precise. They see it. They don't have to make it up. They know this person's not obviously telling the truth. They know, you know, I just love that. I love when they can see what's really going on and the dynamics. All right, so no person should deal with that. Back to your topics at hand. Sorry. Sure. That was a wonderful story, and thank you for telling us. Yes, and Blue Cats, thank you, honey, for even suggesting it. I appreciate that because I thought that was really cool. If you pick up a home ec book from even the 70s, it tells you stuff like just that. Yep, it does. 101, you're so great. It does tell you that. If you pick up an old Betty Crocker cookbook from back in the 70s,
Oh yeah.
it will tell you how to get the dinner table ready and be ready for your guy to come home and how to have the kids ready and where to feed. Oh yeah, it sure does.
Speaking of old stuff like that, it's not that old, but do you remember how long you've been out in Oregon for a while, right?
My whole life.
Okay.
I was in Vegas for 14 years and that was
Did you guys ever have the green sheet? You know what I'm talking about in the newspaper? Do you remember
you talking about green stamps?
No. Like back in the day in the newspaper, you know, like when you remember before we all had cable?
Yes.
But then we started to get cable and the cable stations would have the guide, you know, and it would be going up and you could see what was coming on TV, like what was going to be on each channel and all that. Before we had that, and I'm not talking about TV guide, I'm talking about the green sheet. Inside the newspaper, there was a green section.
And it was smaller than the paper.
And it had all the things that were going to come on TV. And
I do remember now that you said it.
You know, look ahead.
Green sheet, I was sitting there thinking, green sheet. But now, yes, we did. And we probably still do.
She's not going to move, Blue Cat. She doesn't have to move because he's been ordered to pay the mortgage the entire time while she lives there. It comes automatically out of his military, his retirement check. So, and I get to move into the house and save money for free because he has to pay the rent.
Good for her.
Like, it's gonna be awesome.
You know, but you don't want to go through that kind of pain and agony, you know, to have somebody pay your bill. But I understand that she deserves it for every bit of everything she's put into that marriage.
She did it for her kids. As soon as he came at her kids a certain way, that was it. She was done. You know, so that's their number one thing.
They did a psychology on women, East versus West. People in the West don't always realize women's lib. It is a very new world concept. And now as women, we do only make 70 cents a dollar.
Yeah.
101, well said. Well said.
I only make $16.70 an hour. Yeah. When I was sales manager at the music store, I was getting promoted to sales manager. The guy before me was making $40,000 a year. And he told me, he said, hey, when I leave, you need to ask for 40 grand. Cause that's what I was getting. Right. So I was like, okay. They gave me 36.
They just couldn't give you the 40.
Yeah.
They had to go ahead. We can't give
18 years. 18 years I put into that company and they couldn't just pay me what I was worth, you know? So.
Oh yeah, I know.
Whatevs. That's what I say to that.
And Blue Cat say congrats.
Yeah, thanks, Blue Cat.
Trav Yummy, I can't eat for night.
Ghost Pikachu, what's your channel?
That is.
Somebody should put it in the chat.
I'm gonna try if he tells me. I'm gonna try to do it.
I was joking around with being a mod in Patriots channel the other night, and 101 was like, I don't think you want to do that. Like, you don't understand what like she like manages all that and your head's spinning sometimes because you get she said something about FOMO, you know, and like I have that already where I've tried to keep up with everybody's streams. You know, like I could have easily been like, maybe I'll go watch, you know, this person's stream or that person's stream. But honestly, I'd rather hang out with you guys tonight. Because,
thank you. Thank you so much.
Even if I wasn't up on panel, I would still.
Oh, here's Ghost Stream right here.
Okay,
it's Ghost Pikachu.
Okay.
Oh, and then he did it too. Okay.
I subscribe to you, man.
Live with Andrew. Oh, I love that. Nate, is that your name?
Yes.
I love that. That's awesome. I love that. Hi, Denise. I see you out there, honey, saying hello. Hello to all of you. Mary, I saw your message. Do you still need to see me or
Blue
talk
Cat,
to
I'm
me?
jealous.
I can send my email again if you want to hit my email up, Mary. You just let me know. I don't have a problem sending my email at all or putting it on there. So, Mary, this is to you, honey, because I did see that you wanted to talk to me. So you let me know, honey. So what, Ghost, what are you thinking about just the things we learned tonight with the machine and the phone and how it's really not shut off unless you damage it?
Trying to figure out why they're saying that they didn't find her. I'm wondering if they did find her.
See, that's you and me are on that same thing right now. I'm thinking the same thing. Like I'm thinking, have we been bamboozled? Have we been bamboozled? Like has somebody pulled the rug out from underneath us? You know?
I still, in my heart's of heart, for some reason, I think something's gonna happen soon. I don't know why. I just feel it in my gut. And
yeah. Hi, Aspen. Thank you for putting subscribe Ghost out there. Thank you.
Yeah,
subscribe to everyone on this panel, everybody, please. If you'd like to keep up with them and do that, I would love for all of you to do that. I'm a little slow on it, but I will eventually get caught up with everybody. But I'm a little slow, but not too slow. I got Skaborski's, and am I saying it right? Skaborski.
It's you're saying it a little like it's Sikorsky.
Sikorsky. Oh my, thank you. Oh, yay.
It's all right. It's all right.
I'm writing down how I'm saying it.
I don't know where Adam's at. I don't know if he left or not, but Adam.
No,
Adam
he's here. He's around.
Adam struggled with it for a little while until I finally called in one night because I was laughing because I was one of his, I was coming and I was hanging a lot, and I'd make, super chats and I would say stuff, tell him to say stuff, and they would read my comments. And then one night I just decided to call in and he was like, all right, I promise I got it now. I got it, so.
That's it. Okay, so Mary is bringing up the fact again, and yes, Mary, I totally know. I watched it, and it's a darn shame. She's mentioning that JLR had to go down into lower part of Florida, the most southern part of the United States, and he went down to the Keys, and he's hanging out in Key West, Florida right now.
Who?
A couple hours. JLR is, because he's gotten some terrible death threats.
Really?
Oh, to the point of lots of bad ones. He was telling the chat some of the stuff that
people are trying to swat him and stuff.
Pretty bad, man. And telling him how they're going to do it and all that.
I don't understand. I got one thing. Can I ask a question? Does he have mods?
No. He's a one-man wrecking machine.
He needs to just let some people be mods for him, because he would weed out. I know he likes to have the views and the numbers and stuff.
The guys have told me it matters. Yes.
He really needs to get him. He just needs to let some people mod for him.
What'd you say,
honestly?
Where is it? Okay.
Have you watched JLR today, honey?
Oh yeah. I don't like how they're treating him.
Oh my gosh. And okay. So now that we're really into it, this guy.
You may dislike somebody.
I'll be right back. I'm getting water.
Okay.
If you may dislike somebody, but there's no need for that. I mean,
there's no need for it.
No.
You could not like somebody and go on about your business.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you have to try to hurt somebody.
You know what? I don't know if this position exists or not, but I would love to be like in the, how they have like the cyber crime people, those people, the investigators and all that stuff. Yes, I would love to just have a position where I get to go after people that do stuff like that.
Stupid
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like you don't get to terrorize somebody like that. I don't care what. Just
you
like
guys already know,
you could disagree with somebody or not like their opinions or whatever.
Okay, Maui's saying a good point, and she says that JLR believes in free speech and why he has no mods, because he wants people to have free speech. And I think there's a right to letting people have that, and it doesn't give them permission to tear you up from limb to limb and treat you the way that they do. It doesn't give them that permission. Just saying. And I think the people know he doesn't have them, like you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
They know he doesn't have them. And so they go hard. And when they go hard on him. And then he's getting calls from like, burner phones. That's what's the worst part about it. It isn't necessarily the internet, right? It's that it's definitely he's getting phone calls.
Well,
And,
I mean, you ever watch Dolly?
Oh yeah.
Okay, he just
Not a
hangs up
lot,
on
but I
people.
have seen Dolly.
Dolly
yes.
just hangs up on people. He'll know right away if you're in trouble. He'll just be like, bloop. Anyway, next caller. You know, and I mean, he'll let people say some stuff in his chat too. But I mean, I think PJ's pretty good about, keeping it kind of,
But he gets raked over the coals a lot too, just like JLR.
Oh yeah.
I see him everywhere, just like I see JLR. I just see like, why abuse these? I don't get it. And now they're trying to bring in DGL. Now I heard his name come up, and I'm thinking, what did he do? What did
he didn't do anything? He's just a wholesome dude. That's all it is. Like DGO is just he's just a wholesome kind of guy.
I just don't get it.
People tease him because he's so wholesome. That's what it is. He's just trying to be. He was one of the first ones out there too. I watched him from day one, like when he was doing Nancy Guthrie.
And he's a go-getter. Like who does
going and getting flowers and stuff? Like,
but he goes to if there's a 911 call in his city, it's gone. He goes after the phone call and goes and traces where the phone call is at. He is boots on the ground where he lives. And I can't understand why someone doesn't like him bringing something alive in living color to you instead of wait and hear it an hour or two later on the news.
Hey, Dad's gone live, Jacob. He does things that I wouldn't even dare doing.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, he goes into the middle of a riot and gets shot with rubber bullets.
Yep.
I couldn't do that.
Yep, he sure does. And that's what JLR used to do back in the day too, is protests. He used to add that to his repertoire, and he used to do all that, and those protests, they get to be no joke. I mean, look what happened to me and then trying to show him nooses. I mean,
I hear you, Christy.
They wanted to run me over.
Christy saying he shouldn't say where he's at. I hear you, but at the same time, it's pretty hard to get to him in Key West, to be honest with you. Key West ain't easy to get to unless you're really trying to go there.
I get what she's saying, though.
But yeah, I get it,
I get what you're saying. And my thinking was, when I first came out on here, I think our high-profile YouTubers need security with them. This makes me so nervous. Yeah, Mary, you're right. And there is a great place.
Yeah.
They'll go anywhere. And if you guys ever listen or watch, oh gosh, come on, Nikki. Why did you just draw a blank?
I'm trying to figure out what I said, 101. What are you talking about? Where?
He has a security company.
And
they are helping Nick Shirley. Cam Hidby, they're helping. There's a bunch of streamers out there that they have had to have security with them. And this main area from where this comes from, it's a main security company, but boy, they really watch a lot of streamers' backs and they don't, they're not gouging them. That's pretty cool. And they have full reign to go anywhere in the United States. So I just think that's kind of interesting.
Sorry, 101. I'm so used to tagging you all the time.
Oh,
yeah. So I accidentally tagged her and I meant to tag Blue. Sorry.
Oh well, they'll get over it.
No, I said that's awesome, and she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I was like,
DGL works for a company that sells and buys news stories. Yep, I knew that.
He's a night crawler.
Yep,
is what you call it.
That's right, Mel 1152. I agree with you, totally. I like Jacob. I like all of them. I think Jacob's a stand-up guy, and I'm real sorry about all his flowers.
Jacob's the first YouTube streamer that I sent a Venmo to.
And I'm just sorry that he just, those flowers, you know what I mean? It's just like, who has the right to keep removing fresh flowers?
Didn't they put like an air tag or something and try to figure out where?
And it was behind a hotel, from what I understand.
Wow.
Yeah, he had to drive down.
I wonder what was that hotel? Was it a nice hotel?
No, it was over by like past the Starbucks and over the, I think it was by the shopping.
It just makes me wonder if it was
shopping area,
one of the somebody related to the family.
Yeah, and Mel said
then
he was truly saddened by those flowers being gone because his chat all chipped in for flowers. So he just kept getting the flowers while he was there. And so he wants to keep his word too, like all of us. And so he went ahead and did it. And then next thing you know, they're gone. Then he does it again, they're gone. Then he does it again, they're gone. I mean, how many times, like Lauren keeps putting out, for God love Lauren for taking care of that memorial. Lauren keeps putting out flowers and they're gone. And she drives there like through the neighborhood, like at like 4 in the morning and 3 in the morning, because she wants to see if they're still there. And
at least, I mean, it's not the same thing, but at least it wasn't like over here in Florida. I mean, I don't care. People know where I'm at. I'm in Orlando. I'm not giving my address, but I'm in Orlando.
That's the only place I've been to in Florida.
I used to live in St. Cloud.
Oh, wow.
St. Cloud is one of the worst places in Florida to live because it used to be a very small, tight knit community. It was like almost like a country type, out in the boonies type town. And it's blown up like so much that it's so congested, and you can't,
like
just to go to the store, it'll take you like 20 minutes just to go 5 minutes,
That's our coastal towns here.
Right.
They just got so packed.
And they have this, there's this down in St. Cloud, down off of like 192, the highway out there. There's this little shopping center that this 16-year-old kid back in like 2019 was riding his bike across trying to get across the road, and unfortunately he got hit by a car and unalived. And so his family put up this like little memorial where they got like a bicycle, and they painted it all white.
We have them here. Yeah,
memorial plates and all that stuff. Anyway, 2 times now,
the ghost bikes, they call them ghost bikes.
Yeah. 2 times now though, in the past, like, I don't know how many times, how the span of time, but twice now, just like 2 weeks ago, they have video surveillance footage of somebody purposely driving into it, backing up, and then getting out of their car and just ripping it all to shreds, and then getting back in their car and driving away. And they know who the person
tell me,
is.
For what reason?
Exactly.
For what reason?
Nobody's been able to figure it out. The family's brokenhearted though, and they've been asking the public for help, and the police department knows exactly where the vehicle is and everything, but they say they don't have substantial proof, and it's like, come on, man, you got the license plate, you got the car, but they said
ask for help when
it doesn't prove that the person that was driving the car is the person that owns the car. Like, seriously? So, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Wow.
I always like, I think I have too much empathy sometimes. So I get really like,
I understand,
like, I just think about what that would feel like to me. And
you'd never want to feel that.
I don't know what I would do. I really don't.
Because it's not only disrespecting the family, but you're disrespecting my child that was killed by a driver. And that's really bad.
It's horrible.
Yeah, how can you do that? How can you disrespect a child like that? Just my simple question.
People that do that, the children, elderly, and animals. That's my like
that's a good and a to have.
Yeah.
It is. That level is a good one to have, honey. It is. What do you got, Dad? Ghost, what are you thinking? Something's running through your brain.
I'm just texting my profile.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So everybody will know when they find you that it's you.
I've been slacking. I need to Mr. Rooster. I don't know if you know who he is. He's always in all the chats and stuff. He's been trying to help me get he was one of the people that was motivating me to get my page all, whatever. And he's like, you need to get your banner going. Every time I get into a chat and he finds me, he's like, "Get your banner going yet?" And I'm like, no. And you know what's sad is me and him both kind of started out with the same amount. And 101 was mentioning this earlier. She was like, I think when I first shared your channel, you were at 11 subscribers and you're now at 108 subscribers, And yeah, thank you. Thank you. And the sad, what's funny is Rooster me and him were both at like whatever. He's still sitting at 17. And I'm like, you also don't have anything on your channel, man. Like what?
So you guys just go back and forth.
Yeah. We just go back and forth whenever we see each other, But he's good. He's good, dude. I mean, I don't know him personally, but
okay, and a weekend.
Everybody's always trying to help each other out, and that's what Adam was saying. Like we're all like in a community together, and
yeah, I'm just reading. Did your 101's thing? It says, Melly, a friend treated me to a weekend in is it Estes? I didn't want to stay at the Stanley. It's been worse than with Jacob. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, because you remember that when they stayed there. I'm gonna do that here. I just haven't done it yet, but it's on my bucket, on my agenda. I'm gonna have my son take me up to the mountain, and I'm gonna show everybody where The Shining was filmed indoors, and I'm going to show you exactly where.
I don't know if you can stay in room 237, though. I don't know if that's
there is that room.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, it is there. Mm-hmm. Yep. It is there.
Blue saying something about blew her mind that her Dee Dee's sister lives near her or something, or lives near them or something.
Close.
How about the fact that my mind was blown when Dee Dee said that you guys live near each other? 4 minutes. That's crazy. She's on, if I go down my street out of my driveway here, I go one street, so I'll turn left onto the street in front of my house. Then I'll go to the next street, which is right there. Then I turn a left. I go to the next street, turn right, make another left, and she's right there on the right. Isn't that a trip? That is a trip. It is a trip. Dude, she sent me instructions to find her the first night. I ended up on the other side. And I kept thinking, I don't see these addresses. Like, what? And so then I went back over to the other side. And sure enough, there she goes, "Where are you?" I said, "Oh, this Portland girl is all the way on a whole nother street." And she was like, "You're in a whole nother neighborhood." There's Mr. Rooster. What's up?
Oh, there's the Rooster.
He's in the chat. Thank you.
Tell Rooster I said hi.
Everybody sub to Rooster.
Oh, Mr. Rooster's on.
Everybody got to sub to Rooster. You got to sub to Rooster.
Hi, Mr. Okay, so Mr. Rooster 619. That's where you guys want to go.
Yeah, gotta go sub to Rooster. Please help me get his view. He's got to have more than 17 subs, man.
Oh, absolutely. We can get you more than 17, Mr. Rooster. Absolutely.
Is there a link?
Is there a link?
Somebody's got to put his link in there.
101 SB, can you find Mr. Rooster's link, honey?
I summoned you like Beetlejuice. It's true. 17 ain't bad.
That was great. Like Beetlejuice. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. 17. Okay, so what do you think is gonna happen when this other case is coming up with the nice gentleman that what is it? He called and talked to them about
Richard?
No, come on, Nikki. He's right in the tip of you could say him if you wanted to. The gentleman that has a court date coming up that all the guys wanted to be in that vicinity.
The guy that called in the Bitcoin guy.
I believe that is him. Is that right, Ghost? I think it is him. He's got the court. I think he's the court date coming up. Oh, there's Mr.
Derek.
Roosters. So that's it. I think it. Yes. Thank you for saying it. It's a tongue twister for me, honey. But it's. Thank you, Mel, for putting it in there. It is. It's Derek Kalela. Did I say it right? I think, and it is July 2nd. Yep, July 2nd. And I couldn't get that last name for the life of me because some of them just say Kalela. You know, they don't even say the Derek part. So I was like, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for that.
Nikki, I made you something today.
What?
I gotta send you an email or something. That way I can
anytime
send it to you, whatever. Or mail it to you.
I can put my email in there for anybody who needs. What?
Yeah, they're just fake paper flowers, but
I love them.
You know, I made them. You know,
that is so cool. Yeah. Wow, you are very talented. Yeah. I couldn't sit there and just make flowers out of paper. Nikki could not. Hey, if anybody wants flowers out of paper, don't call me. Call. You know,
I got you covered.
Skaborsky's got it. Yeah. He's got it for you. I love those. Those are beautiful. Oh, that's so sweet. But you're welcome. It's just it's sad. And it's going to be even sadder when this all comes out in the wash. If it does all come out, I think we're probably going to be looking at each other like, huh.
Well, what is your opinion? What do you think happened?
So this is a couple of my opinions. I got a couple, and I wish Adam would have come up here tonight because a couple of my questions and opinions were for Adam, hoping he could answer it for me. But this is one. So, like I said, I went back and watched, and I still have it on because I want to rewatch. But I watched Patriot Pride with Richard. There's only a few things I'm confused about. And here they go. The one thing I'm confused about is that I could swear. Now, I can be wrong. You guys, you know this. But I thought I saw Richard out there in front of Nancy's house walking a dog past those cars. And Adam asked a lot if he had ever been there. And he kept saying no. But I could swear that one of the streamers got the same picture that he puts on his little circle is the same person I saw walking by walking a dog. And a couple of the streamers questioned it. Who was it? Because he didn't walk around the police cars this way. He walked through them. So he walked when the police cars were all lined up, you know, snug to the street. Then he walked down between the Eastman and the police cars. He didn't walk on the street and the police cars. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He walked as close as he could be to the mailbox. I thought he was going to almost hit his arm on the mailbox. Seriously. And then
I know what you're talking about.
And then walked on by with the dog and people questioning it. Thank you, 101 SB, because I was very confused by this because he asked, and Adam asked a few more times. Did you guys notice that? He asked him a few times, so you've never been there before? He asked him again. And then he asked him again. So, Richard, you're saying you've never been over there before? He asked him again. And I thought to myself, Nikki, are you blind? Or did you really see what you thought you saw with everybody else that was streaming at that moment? Because I'm sorry, he has a twin. Because I'm telling you, that guy looked dead on that picture, the circle with his picture in it when he was talking and it was moving. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to ask, 101. Oh, yeah, Adam asked several times. He did not talk to him about the picture that we had seen of Richard. But he asked him how many times. He asked him several times if he'd ever been there. And I knew what Adam was doing. He was trying to see if there'd be a time that he would say yes. Because if you guys really, really watched, there were several times that he actually slipped and said, oh, when I was writing and they said, I mean, when they were writing, it must have took them a couple years. It must have took them about 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So I wrote that down and I said, why did you say me or I? Then he said, made another statement where he said, oh, I wasn't there. Or I was, and then he stopped and then he goes, you know, I meant my stepfather, my family. And I thought, that's a couple times.
I would say this. I'm going to say,
could it have been a
just in
mistake?
case-
'Cause I get tongue tied.
just in case he's in, watching it all or something.
No, I just wanted to ask a question.
No. I'm saying the same thing. Just in case he's watching, I would love to ask him, first of all.
Me too.
I get, am
I blind? Did I see it wrong?
With the cipher stuff, but at the same time, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it at all. I don't follow it at all. I don't understand. Like, I see there's a bunch of random letters, but to me, in my opinion, I feel like if I sat long enough with a piece of paper like that and a bunch of letters like that, I could come up with all kinds of stuff too. Like, oh, look, see over here, you've got the number 2. And I'm not trying to mock him, right? I'm not saying that.
I know
all,
you're
guys.
not.
I'm just saying,
I know you're not. It's your
a lot of people were lost in the chat. Let's just be fair. Everybody was like, okay. Everybody was trying to be respectful. Adam was holding it down because he was just.
Adam was great.
Like he was following
He's
along.
So calm, and just when he answers, and he gives him so much time.
I he did too, but I also feel like what sucked is that, excuse my language, but what was kind of crappy was that, the second part of it where he talked about her, he said it, he already warned everybody that he was going to probably be saying words that were going to be, hard to hear. But in my opinion, it was like very hard to hear. You know what I mean? It was almost like, I'm going to use this opportunity to say as much bad stuff that's going to make people's stomach turn about what could have happened to her.
I was wondering,
and I was just like, why are we talking about the RAPE word? And,
I already know.
I already know. Yeah.
And how come there wasn't some substitutes for some of those words?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering. And Adam gave a really good, hey, this is not for kids. This is not for people that have weak stomach. You guys.
Did you ever watch the first one they ever had with him? The very first time.
Which one are you? Are you talking about them, or are you talking about Interview Room and?
No, I'm talking about the first time that Patriot Pride had Richard on.
Yes. Yes, I do remember.
Or it might have even been before that, but I remember Mike was even like, I like, where does he get this stuff? Like he could make it up himself. Like, you could just say that this is that and this is that.
So do you guys also remember that he dropped the line with Sleuth? I think he dropped the line with Sleuth. He had to call back and explain, or he waited for him to call back. He dropped the line with Chris McDonough in Interview Room, and he never came back.
Yeah.
Then whose interview was it where you heard a dog screeching in the back?
Oh, that was that one. That was the other guy. The guy that was
it the one where Mab went up to the apartment, where Mab was at the bottom of the staircase?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Mab thought that was his place, but I mean, do you guys remember the other guy though that called in, and then he got really defensive, and everybody was like, back off of him because maybe I was in a stream. I don't know whose channel it was, but it's me and some other person in the chat started kind of going at it because they were coming at me thinking that I was being mean, and I was like, I'm not being mean. The guy's being overly defensive, and I'm not saying whatever, but I really think that the guy might have had something kind of off with him. Like he talked about living in Louisiana and losing his mom and all this other kind of stuff, and I believe it, but at the same time, things were not kind of adding up. I know what it was. People were mad because they felt like Chris was coming at him too hard or something like that.
I thought he was just asking him questions.
I think he was just trying to get him to say
something.
Like, yeah, like, why are you? And he even said, I'll talk to you in the back, you know, behind the scenes, you know, off stream one day, you know, let's get to know each other or something like that. Never heard anything else since then. And I think that, you know, he was trying to say how passionate he was about the case, just like a lot of people are. A lot of people want to know, you know, because we've all had, I'm pretty sure most people have had a grandma or a mom, you know, and it's, like you said, just 84 years old. You don't just take an 84-year-old person.
You don't
go through the trouble to get her out of that house. Like, it's hard for me to think like a criminal, but I swear to you, every night when I go to sleep, I just sit there and I think about that house. Like, I wish I could see the floor plans. I wish I could just have a walkthrough and just try to like, just really think like, okay, you know, what happened? Like, even the door cam footage, still to this day, I have a hard time thinking that was the start of it. Christy
here, he says, yes, a lady went to his business and saw a lot of music equipment and he attacked her. That's from Christy Harry. Wow.
Yeah.
You may be able to get the blueprint of the house. And it's public knowledge. When you have a home and you buy a home, you have to turn it in to the county building and your blueprint becomes public knowledge. So absolutely, Mr. Rooster saying is anybody can get that.
That is true. I mean, I just like, you know, I'm still struggling with the whole back doors thing propped open. I'm struggling with the you know, the blood over when you walk out the front door, the blood trail that goes to the right, not only down the sidewalk, but to the right. And then like Chris McDonough said, you can see the blood pattern, the way the drop is. There was a shift. They were going, and then they changed their mind or something, and maybe decided to go this way or that way, or maybe it was her putting up a fight. Maybe she was struggling to get out of their hands. You know, like it's crazy if you just take a second sometimes and just go look on the internet somewhere and just find any picture of her where she's smiling at the camera and she's waving or something like that.
I want to know
it's horrible.
Where did they get the track? The track through the blood.
That's what I'm saying.
Monk has
a utility cart or something.
He took us
a makeshift utility cart.
He took us to Harbor Freight, and we followed Monk, and he took us all through with the tigers. And I was talking about that before, and it makes me now think, okay, Dolly, cart, like a cart for like games. That wheelbarrow ghost
on the island.
I'm thinking because it was moved, it's been moved several times, but how would they know it's there?
Is there a wheelbarrow?
That was the question. Yes, because that was when Alex went up there and he said, why is the wheelbarrow over there now? It's because he was trying to figure out how somebody would get feces and cactuses and be able to move that amount without carrying it. Sorry.
You know what feces are? Dead baby mice.
Oh gosh.
I'm just kidding. It's a movie reference. If you ever seen Donnie Darko.
Yes, I have. And oh gosh, I didn't even think about that. I haven't thought about that.
There was the scene where, the high school had gotten vandalized, and like his friend, his sister, and like his friend and this other girl.
Yeah.
The one that was like, go back to China, bitch, or something like that. And there was somebody in the background. They're like, "What's feces?" or something, and the guy was like, "Dead baby mice," and she was like,
Mr. Rooster 619, where I hope you guys are subbing.
Cacti, Nikki.
Yes,
cacti.
and it's if you go on the agricultural website, like I did, if you go on their website, it gives you a rundown of exactly what you can't cut. But guess what? It doesn't specify everything. It covers cactuses. And it's
cacti.
It's sea cacti. And it says that if it's in your yard, you still have to get you still have to have a permit. If it's on your property that you paid for, you still have to get a permit to cut it. They still have to know you're cutting it.
There's stuff like that in Florida too. You know, they have things like that here too.
And we here in Oregon, we have a lot of just people. Those guys go out, not surveyors, but I kind of like surveyors. But they make sure if there's an endangered species, you know, here or there, that you can't build in certain areas because you're going to mess it up. And we have those people here. Usually, you know,
Truth Warriors in the chat.
Oh, hi. Hi, nice to see you too. And yeah, that part I just don't understand is why did you cut so darn many? And I know you were trying to make a point, but you put all that mice around and wasn't that a good enough reason? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, right. It's only illegal if you get caught.
Okay, so here's Mr. Rooster. I love Mr. Rooster. He says it's only illegal if you get caught.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard that a few times in my life, I'll tell you. Only if you get caught, you're in trouble. It's really something else, though. And I loved today on Alex's, I think it was Alex's, they showed the NAACP, the gal that's in charge of the NAACP in Tucson. I liked her. I liked her a lot. She looked a lot like us two. And I liked her. She had blonde hair, liked her. That's the point I was trying to make is it's not always specifically racial, but it can be. But there's some good people of every walk of life, you guys, that helps in that area. And I liked that they showed her, and I liked what she had to say too. So if anybody missed that and they need to see, like, I suggest you do. She had blonde hair, kind of like right to about here. And she was smart. She was real smart. And I think it was Alex and Juanita. They had it all, I believe, or showed a clip on Alex's.
You know, Cozy Sunflower, I heard a rumor, I don't know if it's true, but a friend of mine used to work for a bug company and used to take care of wasp nests. And he told me that if you took a brown paper bag and crumpled it up and taped it near the wasp nest that's already there, they'll leave because they think it's another wasp nest.
Really?
He did it. I used to, when I worked at Sam Ash, we had one inside the warehouse up in the top of the ceiling. And that's what he did. He took this brown paper bag and he tied a string to it and he put it right next to, and they left. It did work.
Now,
so
really,
it's something you could try.
That is really interesting because being on the golf course for so many years of my life, you know, we just had the exterminators. They come out at night.
Not bugging out, Rooster.
And they have
just don't get stung, Cozy.
They have these little shooter, whatever, these little shooter things. And like squirt guns. No, but it's like a squirt gun. But they've got, you guys ready for this? They've got warm, soapy water. And it takes care of wasps, hornets. And that's what we always use on the golf course to get them out of the trees, is that they would spray the area with warm, soapy water. And it dismantled the nest because at night they do dormant, you know, they go dormant. So when you do it at night, you get pretty much all of them, and they were looking to get the queen, you know, because.
I got a story for you about Hornet and my mom. This is good. This is a good one. All right, so when I was like, I don't know, probably like 9 years old, my mom's driving, my grandma's in the passenger seat, and I'm in the back seat, you know. Like, I was actually kind of laying down, you know, just like looking out the window or something.
Yeah.
And my mom, you know, this was back in the day, you know, where not everybody wore their seatbelts all the time, you know.
Right.
And so we're going down the road. My mom's got her windows kind of rolled halfway down, you know. And all of a sudden you start hearing this like noise, right? And so my mom thought,
That-
my mom literally thought it was the seatbelt. You know what I mean? Like flapping in the wind, you know, like hitting up against the side of the inside of the car. And my grandma's kind of talking to my mom about something, and my mom's just driving, and all of a sudden she starts going, oh my God, oh, like that, you know? And she's like, what's going on? What's going on? And she's like, I don't know. It's a hornet. A hornet flew in the car in between my mom's back and the seat and just stung her over and over and over in her back. And I'm in the back seat, and I had whatever I could. And I just started covering my face, and I started screaming like, ah, you know? And my mom, we finally get back home. By the way, she didn't wreck the car. That's the
Are you
biggest part of
serious?
it. Yeah, like she drove, she held the wheel straight. She never swerved or anything. And we were on the interstate, you know, and then she gets off the exit, and then we get back home, and she goes running inside. And I remember she went in the bathroom, and she's yelling for my grandma. She's like, Mama, come here, help me. You know, she's like trying to pull her shirt up, and they get her shirt pulled up. And my mom had like these huge, like silver dollar welts all over her back from just getting nailed by that hornet. You know,
I was stung in my ear by a wasp. Making a I was building a tree fort with the guys, with my brother and my cousin, everybody. And yeah, I got stung right in the ear. Oh my gosh, you want to talk about some pain? Ooh, I didn't know it hurt like that, you guys. That was rough.
When did you get stung?
Oh gosh, I was probably 14, 13, something like that. And I was building a tree fort.
That's funny, because I was 43 years old. I'm 45 now. I was 43 years old before I ever got stung by a wasp.
Are you serious?
And I was sitting on my back porch at my old place. I lived with, you know, some roommates, and they had a TV out on their back porch, you know, like screened in porch. And we were just out there hanging out, and I was like drinking beer, and my friend was sitting about 5 feet away from me, and he was smoking a cigarette. Right. And I was sitting on this metal frame chair, and I had the beer in my hand like this, and I went to put my elbow down, and when I did, my arm right here actually, and when I went to put my arm down, I instantly was like, ow, like I thought I burned myself on the chair because it was so hot outside.
Yes.
And it was a freaking wasp.
Yes.
And I'd never gotten stung by a wasp before. And I'm telling you, inside my head, I didn't know what was happening. My whole entire arm started hurting. And I started thinking to myself, oh my God, I've never been stung by one. What if I'm like allergic, you know, and like something's about to happen,
right?
You know, and dude, that sting hurt for days. I mean, I don't wish that on anybody.
No, it's very painful. My goodness, they are very painful. Speaking of beer, let's get this party started.
I wish I had a beer right now. I wish I had a margarita right now. I really wish
I wish I had a shot of tequila, and I can't have it for 2 more years. 2 years right? And some change.
We need to get some sponsors going here. I'll run Patron ads all day long if I could. But you know, what's the other tequila out there? I can't think of it.
Oh, I like Azul. I like any Azul.
Yeah. That's some good stuff. Yeah.
You know, I love those. I did and have had mezcal.
Ooh,
and guess what? I'll never do it again.
Really? Did you get in trouble?
I didn't get in trouble. I just did some things I'm not used to seeing myself do. I went somewhere alone.
Hey.
And I was in Mexico, and the people that were escorting me back and forth to my room, they said, "Where'd she go?"
Yeah.
I was on the elevator pushing buttons, and I even ate the worm. So that's kind of what did it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
and I would tell the rest of the story, but I'd have to probably do an X-ray version of this.
Yeah, it's all right. You know, you can always bleep yourself.
Teasing you guys. I'm just giving you guys a hard time. Ghost looks like he's a little chronic. Oh my
Hey, I
God.
mean, if I'm out right now, otherwise,
Read mine. Read yours.
I would
Okay.
be doing
Can
it
you
on
go up to
stream, but
Mary? Go up to Mary and tell me what Mary said.
still.
Yeah. Can you tell me what Mary said?
Sikorsky, you're right. It does work. A brown paper bag.
Oh,
Is that what you're
here
saying?
you
My
go.
mom was hanging in a
It's Mary Cleo.
curtain, and a hornet went down her pants, and she jumped up the chair and whipped her pants off. I didn't know what she was doing. Oh my gosh.
Mary is in Michigan. What?
I wish I couldn't buy in bulk. I can't afford it.
Oh my gosh,
can't.
Mary, that is a riot. I'm sorry. I mean, I know it was painful, but it's pretty funny. I'm never out. Somebody said they're never out. They buy in
Sorry,
bulk.
I keep telling these stories, but I gotta tell another one. So
Okay. I want a
this is a-
story
this-
from Ghost. Ghost, you better
this-
think of a story.
yeah,
Better,
you're
better be
next.
knocking. Let me give him a good story.
This is about a snake.
Oh.
My mom went to go play golf with I went with my mom to go play golf with one of her Navy buddies.
Oh,
The only
awesome.
reason I went is because I was able to drive the golf cart.
Most of
That's
the
all I
time,
cared.
that's what kids go for.
Exactly. Just want to drive that golf cart. So I'm driving the golf cart, and we get to a point where, and they're, of course, they've got the cooler on the back, they're Navy people, so they're drinking
Right.
beers and playing golf. They're probably not even really playing golf. And we get to this point where my mom's she's got to pee, really bad. So she was like, her friend, he was this guy, JD, and she's like, JD, I'll be right back. And he's like, all right, so he's just messing around, drinking a beer, waiting. And my mom, she goes walking down this embankment. And this is at this golf course in Virginia Beach called Stumpy Lake.
Stumpy Lake.
Yeah, Stumpy Lake Golf Course.
I love that.
And they actually filmed a scene in a movie there. But anyway, so she's walking down this embankment, and her account is that she must have, on her way down, stepped on it, and it was a rattlesnake. It was a rattlesnake, and there was a tree like right there. So she goes over, and she's hopping a squat, and she's sitting like this down, and she's getting ready to pee, and all of a sudden she hears the rattle going, and she looks over. And it's right there, and it's coiled, and it looks like it's about to strike, So
Right.
she starts yelling for JD. She's like, JD, and he's like, I'm not looking, and she's like, I don't care, just get your ass down here, and she's like, bring like a 9-iron or something, and he's like, all right, I'm coming. So he goes walking down there, and he's like, oh gosh, because my mom's literally got her, she's in like the lethal weapon, on the toilet position,
Right.
and he's literally like, all right, on the count of 3, you just leap that way, and I'll just go to town, And so sure enough, they're like 1, 2, 3. My mom goes like this, and as soon as she went like that, he went whack like that and whacked the snake, and the snake went up in the tree, dead, just hanging in this tree. And there was these other golfers that were standing there watching it, and they reported us, and we got kicked out of the golf course because apparently the diamond or whatever kind of rattlesnake it was protected.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
but
you just never know what animals are protected.
oh, man.
It's so true. Okay, we're waiting on Ghost
Let's
with
go,
a
Ghost.
great
I
story.
don't have any stories.
Hi,
Oh,
Shibby. Hi, Shib.
I mean, I have
Shibby's in there.
I have some stories, but they're very, very sensitive, and
Oh, gotcha.
I don't want it to end up as a suspicion as me committing a crime.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
admitting to a crime is legal binding.
Yep.
And you know how some of these people on here are.
Yeah, no worries, man.
You don't have to worry about anything.
I'll have the trolls.
And
send
you are just fine, and that is fine. And I know, let me tell a story about you. So I know that he is so happy that everyone is home at their homes for the summer. How's that for a story? He's glad it's quieter where he lives.
I almost don't even care about the trolls. I mean, I know, you know, at some point, whenever I end up doing my own little live thing, I'll probably get some, but I'll probably do some kind of incentive thing for somebody to be my mod or something. Like, I'll, you know, do some kind of kickback on the whatever I make or whatever I do. I'll, you know, and I don't care. You have freedom of speech too, but if you start coming at me and saying stupid stuff, I'm gonna get rid of you too. You know, like I don't want to hear it. Like
I'm just wondering when I start and get things going.
Yes,
I'm just wondering when my first pizza's gonna be here.
When your first what
you're wondering?
What did you say, man?
My first pizza will be coming.
He wants to know when he's getting his first
man,
pizza.
I would totally dox myself right now if I could get a pizza. Like a real pizza, not a shoe sole pizza like Mr. Rooster got.
Like a pizza right now.
She said shoe sold pizza.
There was one night where I was like gonna eat a piece. I was gonna eat some pizza, and all I had was this Red Baron, like, you know, whatever pizza, frozen pizza in the fridge, and 101 was like, "Oh, is that good?" You know, and I was like, "Yeah, it's not bad." And like Rooster's like, "No, it's like shoe sole. Like you don't need to eat that." You know, so I haven't eaten it since. I'm like, all right.
Oh my god!
Well, if somebody orders a pizza to my apartment now, I have the money. I'll buy it.
Right.
So you won't be doxing me. You just send me a pizza. You know, they just did that again recently. Who just did that? Who just got the pizza thing? It just happened like a couple days ago too. Like recent is a recent pizza thing. Not paid for. Shib says COD pizza not paid for. He says, "Go said he's got the money to pay for it, Shib." He just trying to see if anybody will send one.
I have a hard. Every time I see COD, I just think of Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, I played the first Black Ops, like Call of Duty, way too much back in the day.
Shib, why don't you come up with us? We've had some great things tonight. I would love to put you up here with us. You're sure welcome, honey. I can put the. Let me see.
You deserve to get it sent back. Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Let me see. I think. Let's see.
There's an old funny car commercial that used to come on back in the day.
Can anybody shared bargain with the guy?
Called
Shibby said just bargain with the guy. It says pizza what?
There was an old commercial that used to come on, like a car commercial out in Winter Haven, Florida. That it's on YouTube somewhere. You could probably find it if you search pizza ship. It was like, you know what I mean? It was like a play on words. You see like the pizza guy, the pizza delivery guy's delivering a pizza, but he's in like this really crappy car. You know, the people are like, "Oh, here comes pizza ship." You know,
are you serious?
Like, come on down to Holler Honda where you can turn in that pizza ship and get a car. You know, and it was just like, oh my god, it was so funny. It was stupid.
And you can get a car.
You know?
That's funny. That's really funny.
There's a car dealership in Louisiana when I used to live in Baton Rouge, and they're called Price LeBlanc.
Thank you, honey.
They're all over, and whenever you buy a car, they give you boudin sausage, and it's the best boudin sausage I've ever had in my life.
Really?
You get it from the car dealer. My aunt used to, like, when she would, sometimes she'd be like, "Oh man, I'm out of boudin sausage. I guess I got to go buy a new car," you know?
She's going to get a whole new car because
she needed that sausage, that good sausage.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. Oh my God. Oh, shoot. I just love you guys, and I've been
I'm still perplexed on this, like, FOIA thing you were talking about though, with the
Go check out Alex.
No, I saw part of it because I'd popped over there just to see what they were talking about for a little bit on my laptop, but I saw they had something up on the screen, but
yeah, and
that's pretty crazy.
He's getting, you know, literally he's like a punching bag, and everybody's just taking a swing at Alex right now. You know, I feel really bad for him because all he basically I'm not going to say all I cannot speak for somebody else. I don't know what's going through their head, but I will say He did do a lot of
Cash on delivery. That's
he
what that
did
means.
do a lot of it because he didn't want, and I said yesterday to them, I said, and Ted said, I've never heard it said like that. And I said, what are we going to do? Pass the buck to our younger generation? And now they're going to have to go through those things, and they don't know where they stand. They don't know if they're really media. They don't know if they're really journalists. They don't know if they're, I get it. A man that's got the kind of kids he has and the love he has for his kids, I get why he was doing it. I get why part of the reason was. And I get that he was feeding Ellie. He was feeding all of them to see if they would come back and say something to him. But for them to just go ahead and accuse him to be guilty before they ever saw anything come out of that cup, or say that he was in the tent and he spent the night in it, I guess. What? He put it up and he put it down. No, he said it.
I know.
He said
I know. I was questioning that.
So he was just feeding them to see what they would come back with, but yet and still they came back and arrested him because of him feeding them to see if they were really listening to his chat. Come on.
I missed that whole part. Like, all I saw was him sitting out in the chair in front of his apartment, and I was like, I don't even understand what's happening right now. Like, why
it was the night before when he was up in the circle. He was up in his condominium area by SE's, and she came out and thank you, creation, because he was wearing a mic. Thank you. And it was not cool. He asked her, she came out really huffing and puffing, getting on her phone, calling, and she said what she said to him. It's recorded. And he asked her, he said, keep talking, because she already divulged that she was the one who put the stuff out there. And so when she divulged that in the conversation, because she's so mad and she's going to use her phone and stand, I don't know, 30, 40 feet away from him, maybe, that she's upset about it. Yes, that she starts. And when people get upset, sometimes they do that. You know, they'll start saying things that they really didn't mean to come out of their mouths. And I think if she could have put it back in, I think that she would have tried to, you know, because she was pretty much telling him for the longest time that he was absolutely guilty before ever anybody even talking to him. And the other person never told him he couldn't go back out there. They approached him, they talked to him, but never did they say, you can never go there again.
And how the officer got him up of that chair.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And he had that mic on, like they're talking about. He had the mic on. Whether you believe he resisted, whether you believe he didn't resist. The man's a big man. If he moves his foot to the right, it's going to be resisting. If he moves his foot to the left, it's going to be, he's not little. And so I'm not quite sure what they expected when you're trying to manhandle somebody from a chair physically and pull them up and have them do things, and you're not even telling them why that you pulled them up. You can't answer the question. And then when you do, you give a real lame one. It's a direct order. Direct order. Okay, most people don't know. Okay, does that mean it directly came from your shoe? Does that mean the direct order came from your radio? Where does the direct order come from? They didn't want to say. And then looking it up, it means obey. A direct order means that you have to obey. And I have a problem with that. So I think they should take obey out of direct orders, because I don't think any human should not obey another human ever. I don't care if you're a sheriff. I don't care if you're a mayor. I don't care what you are. We as humans are equals. We don't obey. You talk about your dog when you're talking about obeying. You're talking about training your animals, not people. Not people. And I have a problem with that statement because of that. I think we use our words loosely and offensively.
Yeah.
And we don't correct it, and we think it's okay. And it's not okay. And that's one of those ones, do you like what you see when you look in the mirror? Because if you don't, change it. If you do, then carry on with the biggest explosion of a head that you could carry on with. Carry on with it. But if you're expecting other humans to obey you, sir, you're asking for an awful lot. And you're exchanging them obeying you, you're exchanging them and taking their dignity, their respect, and everything else from them. What if a child was standing next to the person that you said, I am giving you a direct order, and I mean that now. That means you obey me. What are you teaching that person's children? That it's okay for other humans to talk to you that way? And it's okay for them to tell a father to obey? Come on. You're taking the dignity and respect. And it's not cool. It's not cool whatsoever.
Oh my gosh. I got some trolls over in Alex's chat right now.
Is Alex on right now?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad he's on. And if they get too foul, he's gonna tell them where they can go.
Yeah, let me get that.
Rooster, no, she didn't. Dee Dee did it. When it's Rooster asking.
Josh, what?
He said, I'm in Cali. It's not 11 yet. That was the first one. Alex has been on with a lot of people on the panel. Good.
Oh, he's getting on me because he always bugging me about getting my banner done. I haven't gotten it done yet, and I just had a lot. I keep having excuses, but today was crazy. I had just a lot of stuff happen, and I had this crazy week that happened. That
said he has a great panel. Well, I think I have a great panel too.
Yeah.
But we can end this if you guys want to go over and watch Alex. I have no problem in that area because he might be giving us some information that we didn't get earlier, you know? And we've been doing this. Let's see, we got cut off we've been going about 4 hours.
I'm fine either way. I can stand for another 4 hours.
You can stay for another 4 hours? Let's go.
So you need that watch time, so I'm fine.
It is awful when the doctor up videos to make it look bad for a person. Bunch of lies, so hurtful.
Yeah,
something's going on over there because it's awful when the doctor's videos make it look bad for a person. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is like, you know, I was watching him live when that happened. I was watching him. I watched him go in the tent. I watched him go in there.
Me too. Mm-hmm.
I watched him talk about how he, you're not going to hear me do nothing because I got my mic on or something like that. And then I watched him come out and he went bleh, like that, onto the ground. They enhanced and added all this, whatever, this, this and that, and
AI can do all this
noises and all that stuff,
You don't even need AI for that. You can just simply add something.
Add a sound effect.
Oh, you don't need AI to do it?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm not that far up yet. I'm still figuring things out.
Hey,
I figured AI did everything for everybody,
Criminal couple Trev, can you put Dee Dee's Dirty Diana's link in the thing so that Rooster knows where to find her and stuff? Because last night we were trying to get him to
she's probably modding right now for Alex.
Yeah, she probably is.
Yes. She probably, if it's that crazy over there and they're having that much trouble, she probably is over there trying to mod.
I'm like, the thing is I'm kind of getting, there's a lot of people are nice, and I'm not going to call out any names or anything.
That's fine.
Sometimes some of these chats, there's a certain person,
okay,
that that always says hi to me and stuff, but then I think she drinks or something.
Oh.
And it gets kind of weird.
Oh,
and then other people are like, "Are you drinking?" And like, it's just like, and then
are you drinking? What are you doing?
I'm like breaking up fights in the chat between other people who are thinking they're defending me, you know, because they're like, "Hey, Sikorsky, watch out because she's been drinking," you know, and I'm like, I know she probably is, but she's not being
And
mean
she
to me.
said a lot. She goes,
Yeah.
yes. She goes, we
Mhm.
were watching.
Yeah.
So you know what? I want you guys to go watch. I want you
All
guys
right.
to go watch. I love you guys, and I will see you. I might be on tomorrow, the next day. You never know. But I for sure Friday. And if I just feel like pulling up a live, we'll just do it. We got a couple people that scooted over to over to Alex's because we got some numbers dropped. So
Okay.
yeah, just do it, you guys. I love you. I love both of you for even being here with me, and I'm so grateful to both of you.
I am too, and I got your notifications on anytime you go live. I'm always like,
Thank you, baby. And I'll share let me share my email real quick. So if you guys ever need Ghost, you too, if you ever want to send me a message,
Okay.
and anything, and you just
put
need
it
me
in your
to
community.
come support you, whatever, I will do
just
it.
put it in one of your community comment things or whatever.
I
you know,
will,
you
but
can
I'm going
just
to
go
write
in
it
there.
on here for you guys real quick too.
All right.
Just so you have it.
Yeah.
You know, just so I can do it. And
good. I'm glad. Rooster.
Yeah, I don't have
Next time
any
Dee Dee goes live, you should go in there too. Because Dee Dee has those after streams that are like hilarious.
Yep, they're great.
And I've showed her some channels that
There goes my email. It's coming up right now. So if any of you need to get a hold of me,
1969.
Yeah, or want to share,
I can just memorize that. That's easy.
Pretty easy. I didn't even. I told you I didn't fake. I'm not faking the funk. I didn't fake anything.
I don't see it.
I don't want anybody. It's at the next line down under Mr. Rooster, honey, on 619, Mr. Rooster. Then I'm right underneath.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Rooster. Thank you.
Does your email have an apostrophe in it?
Apostrophe.
Or yeah, Nikki.
Oh, it does under between the E and the S.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Okay. Oh, wait. Sorry. Oh, Nikki, hi. No, I'm doing it again. That's back. Don't do that. Don't do that email.
Okay, I'm gonna go there.
For correcting
Rooster,
me. I'm
gonna go there too.
You guys don't go. Yeah, no. This.
Are you gonna go over there too, Nikki?
I am in a second. I'm gonna call the family and just check and see what I get. But at gmail.com. Here you go, guys.
What you mean you gotta call your family?
Yeah, because I have somebody in the hospital right now, and me and my son cannot get a hold of them.
Hopefully everything's okay.
We're worried because my son saw a bunch of the family posting pictures of the person, and it started making him real scared. So he hit me up and he said, "Mom, do you know?" And I'm like, "I don't know anything, baby, yet." So here it comes, you guys.
Yeah, hope it all goes well.
She says, "Okay, remove it, Nikki." Here's the real one, you guys. Here's the real one. Anyone needs Mary? There it is. That's the true email for you guys. No BS.
No, it was different.
Too, my darling.
It's the same email, but she had an apostrophe.
I did. I had it like the Nikki's you know, I had it like that. WW whatever. Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
One of these days I'm not gonna make one little mistake and you guys are gonna be like, oh,
we're just looking out for you. That's all.
No, you've done great. But you guys are gonna be like, she's grown. You're gonna be like, she grew up. She listened to all of us.
Hey, it's perfect time. Because half my earbuds just died, so that's perfect timing.
Okay. Go give love to Alex, and I'll try to get right over there. And I love all of you guys very much. And come back. Please come back, Ghost. Please come back.
Absolutely, Aunt Nikki. Love you.
I love you guys, too.
All right.
Thanks for being here with me.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye. Bye-bye, you guys.
Bye.